Hey, thanks everybody for tuning in to another episode of Starmetal Gaming and our campaign Cauldron of Bones. Like I say every time we put up a video, it's been a while since we've got to game, and that's just the way we roll. But I'm glad we're all back for tonight, and we're going to hit up some D&D this weekend, so I hope you're all excited as well. My players doing all right? Y'all been up to anything new?
Good.
Oh, I took a drink and it was bad.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
We're all kind of stressed out. We spent the last 30 minutes just trying to fix technical issues. Right now, we're just on edge, hoping everything keeps working. So far, so good.
Parrot, I need a drink of that. Help me out.
Yeah, I can't do that through the screen, man.
Oh.
So last we left off, Frank's character was giving birth.
Yeah, that's why I was
to Michael's tentacle beast.
Right I give birth to familiars and companions. That's pretty cool. That's pretty dope.
Yep.
What level are you, Othello? A roll. That's what I give birth to. A badger.
A badger.
All right, serious time. We got to get in the game.
Serious time.
Come on, everybody.
All right.
All right. Well, last we left off, y'all are at the Half Giant Ranch of Fun. You just got through freezing to death on a mountain, and last I remember, y'all are all sitting around the fire, just kind of resting. I think Othello had a vision of the super beast of death, and everybody else was just trying to catch their bearings after what they've been through.
Whenever the timer goes off, it goes up and you're going in your bed.
As you all sat in the house, Pranala and Malediction continued to play the song they were playing when y'all let off. As her daughter Vina stokes the fire in the stove and starts heating up some vegetable soup.
But this is this is as we're resting.
Mm-hmm.
We're just relaxing. All right.
Everybody feels a sense of security as they rest. After a little bit of time, everyone lays down, and shortly after, I believe you said you were working on yourself, Jared. I'm going to say when everybody works down or lays down, you start working on your mechanics again. The last few times you were working on yourself, Jared, you started understanding some of the things you didn't understand before. And you believe that the couple pieces that you've got off the other robots, that you can attach them to yourself to the point to where they'll work. You manage to equip the extra pieces, but the second you get the last one in and you go ahead and do a little bit more work on it, it powers you totally down, right? And it's kind of like a full reboot. You go ahead and your stuff restarts, and you can feel your new abilities within your system. You feel like you have access to them. What you believe that you've obtained is you have a slow time that's equal to the first robot lady y'all fought. Trying to remember her name. Not a good DM, Lance.
Isn't her name Memory or something?
It's secret. It was secret. You've got you know that you have access to secret slow time, but you don't know how effective it is yet. And you also managed to equip Mystery's Vorpal string that was on his arm. You managed to equip it to your arm as well.
Don't worry,
No.
Pixor. You got
And it's
hypothermia.
and it's up to you if you want to test these things out.
I got a bow and I got an arrow.
Oh.
Well, everybody else is asleep right now.
Oh.
So it'll be difficult to fully register like the slow time, but I will kind of test it out and see if I can notice any differences there. And then as far as the filament and everything, I will try it out on some like pieces of wood or something like that and see how well it works against that.
Okay, so how do you want to test the time stop or the time slow?
So I want to see if I can activate that and then how much of a difference it makes with like watching the fire burn and like if anyone's out in the open that I can see their breathing and everything to see how much of a difference it makes.
Okay, I'll say that when you turn it on, there happened to be a fly going by in the room, and you're also looking at the fire, and you can tell everything slows down by half. And you
Okay.
assume that with this slowed time, that you might have double actions. But you notice when you use it that it only lasts for one round.
Okay.
And it feels like that it has possibly been temporarily depleted when you use it.
Dang, you bust out the voltimeter and start attaching it to you and see what's wearing down.
Right.
Here, multimeter.
I imagine
But
Jared's perspective now looks like the HUD from Fallout when you're in a power suit. It's just got all the little dials now.
little
Yeah, whenever
charge
it's
count
double
on the
time,
deal.
Yeah.
what's it? Whenever he's in this double time, it looks like what's it? Whatever Fallout, you can have like head, bot, like it shows the percentage of
Oh,
hit.
VAC,
Yeah, yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Now, whenever he's in his double time,
Jared, go in your setting and turn on hints.
Jared's
Right. Yeah.
character, he officially has bats. All right, and you're wanting to test the cord as well, Jared.
hmm
What was you going to try to attack it with?
Any of
I
Pexor's
was
dead bodies.
no, they're my bodies.
I might have him, give me something to test out on later on, but for right now, I'm just attacking like a fireplace log, that's just set to the side. Like I'll go outside and see if I can cut through that.
Okay, you go ahead and you grab a log and you go to head outside. Um, also, you're trying not to wake any of them, right?
Right.
Okay. You go ahead and you go outside. You set up your log. You stand a decent distance away from it, and you point your hand out to it, and you go to use the vorpal string. You're focusing on the log, and you're pointing your hand toward the log. But when it comes out, uh, it's so wild and flipping all over the place, and you almost cut yourself with it. Right? I will say that it barely skimmed you and you had to dodge it and everything, and it finally went back in your hand. And your first thought is that he might have had another piece on him that helped him control the cord. You might be able to fix it later also with messing around with it, you're not for sure, But right now, you know that where you're pointing it and where you're trying to use it, it didn't work at all, and it went all over the place. And in fact, you're just so happy that you didn't do it indoors.
Now you have a new skill called the wacky noodle.
Right.
The family show, guys.
The
Family
flail and run.
Yeah. Don't make me do it.
You go ahead and head inside afterwards.
Yeah, after kind of getting an idea for it, then I'll head back in and just kind of rest and meditate.
But yeah, I will say that according to your study and using the thing, you get time slow once per day, but what it does is just doubles all your actions for one round. All right, you go ahead and you head inside. I didn't have you roll one earlier, but I'll go ahead and have you roll move silently so you don't end up waking anybody up. It's not at a hard difficulty, just a difficulty of 10.
What's that? I have advantage to light sleeping. Good luck.
Do I still sound like I'm coming through good, guys? Y'all hear me?
Still
Okay.
hear you
Sound
fine.
good to me?
I think
Yeah.
I have the German version of you on. Yeah.
The Wiener Schnitzel version.
On his screen, you just have a mustache and
Alvita's saying Herr Pexor.
That's
Yeah.
Mike. He's like, does Lance speak any German? I'll find out real quick.
Yeah.
And I
He
do
gets
not.
his name.
I don't speak any German. So.
Aw.
But all right, what'd you roll, Jared?
12.
Okay. You come inside. You manage to be quiet about shutting the door and everything. You go back and you go to set back down in the chair you were sitting at, right? And when you do, it kind of makes a little bit of a squeak, but it's not much, doesn't really wake anybody else up except for
me.
for Pierce's sister, Quilana. You notice, like as you sat in the chair, her eyes open and she looks at you and you see her wake up. What do you do?
I nod to her and go back to resting.
She
They
raises
go in
up.
power save mode.
You nod to her and she raises up, startled, and she looks afraid, and she starts trying to get up quietly, and you can tell that she's afraid of you.
The wacky noodle.
Or you know,
You could
Flail
also
and run.
presupposing
do not
she is-
show her your noodle. Okay.
presupposing that presupposing that this is the first time she's ever seen a Warforged, you could be like, I've come for John Connor.
Yeah.
Now you can tell that she doesn't have sight of anybody else in the room but you, and she's not even looking around. She's just looking at you, and she's getting up in total fear, trying to be quiet and back away from you with every movement.
Oh,
You could really freak her out and just open up your chest.
Pexor nearby.
Am I?
Huh?
Why
Is
me?
Pexor nearby?
Oh,
Why are you asking if I'm nearby? What do you have planned for me?
sure, he's close enough.
Can I reach Michael? That's always a scary sentence.
Is Pexor within arm's length?
Yeah.
Why
pick him
would
up
you?
and-
I'm asleep. What do you want?
I throw him at her.
Just grab him and throw it in. Hey, take care of that.
Take it.
Yeah. Yeah, roll for moving your sleep out of the way.
So do you go to get up out of the chair, Jared?
Like, if I could reach him without leaving the chair, like, I'll shake him and go, "Hey, I think your sister needs you." But other than that, like,
Oh, you mean
Think-
Pierce?
Oh, Pierce.
I was about to say, I was like, I
Oh,
have a
fear.
sister now? I always wanted a sister.
I thought you said Pexor.
You said Pexor.
I thought he said Pexor, whatever he said, the sister.
I think we need it.
Oh,
I
might.
think we need to
We can
check the
we could rewind it, but I assume I might have said Pierce. If I did say Pexor, I'm sorry. I meant Pierce's sister. Her name is
Dude.
Pierce's sister's name is Quaylana, so at least we're good there. Pierce's sister, take two.
All right. Here's
And
all
begin
right.
listening.
Well, then is Pierce nearby?
If I am nearby, I was planning on just like sleeping on a rocking chair, with my sword out, ready.
Pierce is not nearby. I will
God
say that
damn.
you which makes sense because Pexor was closest to you according to dissecting ago. But whenever you get up and you go to move towards Pierce, right? She gets sporadic. She starts backing away from you on her hands and on her butt, and she runs into some I say a broom on the wall, and it falls and it hits some pans, and it makes a loud noise. Everybody wakes up, or everybody roll a d6, and as long as you don't roll a 6, you wake up.
Oh well.
I got a 5, so.
I was tired. Listen, they're all
I got a 2.
Hey, Josh barely woke up.
Yeah, I'm still like, what's going on?
I'm in another room.
I got a 2.
I'm beat.
Okay.
It's tiring.
I will say that Pexor, you wake up the most alert, and
Yeah,
you
who's there?
you definitely notice what's going on right off the bat. You're like, oh shit, Pierce's sister's awake. But Josh, I will say that you woke up like that dog in the car on that meme or whatever. You got one eye closed. You kind of know which world you're in, but you're hearing noises and you're like, huh?
You think you're a dog in a car meme.
But
What world is
You're
this?
a dog in a car.
but I'll give you a chance to react to that, Pierce, before Othello gets a chance if you like.
You mean
Not
Pexor?
Pexor.
Jeez.
I'm
So many.
pumped. I'm having a good dream.
Ah,
I wake up and go, whoa, hey man, how's it going? Yeah, look, you feeling pretty good? You look pretty good. You look pretty good for someone that we just saved. Remember that we just saved you.
Lance, I'd like it to be known that my sister did take karate growing up.
Yeah, I'd like it to be okay. If we're retconning, I've had a gun this whole time. So
Okay. So
You have a gun. I am a gun.
Yeah.
so Pexor, he notices his sister. He goes ahead and slowly tries to get up. He knows that she's startled, and he starts talking to her like, "Hey, it's okay. Just calm down." Blah blah. And
Alright, we're cool. We're cool. We're cool.
the second he stands up, like totally, and Mal's standing up in front of her, she just sits there and she gets these tears in her eyes, and she just screams so loud, and she's like, "Get away from me, you freaks!" And freaking.
Not even
I was
heading
hearing
towards
that.
her. I'm heading over to Pierce.
She grabs
No,
a
not
hand.
Pierce,
She
sorry.
grabs a handful of hay and she just throws it at y'all, and it kind of like hits you slightly in the face and on the thing.
Yeah. Get away from her, you dirty short people peasants.
Yeah, I just
So,
I
like,
like
Hey,
one
Pierce.
eye,
Hey,
and I'm
wake
like,
up.
I pull out the knife and I'm like, what's going on?
Oh,
I'm like,
God.
Get the
what's
knife
going
away
on?
from him.
Blink.
Exor, you might need to stop him at any cost. She knows karate.
Yeah, she rolled a 20 with that hay.
Yeah, you got some,
I got
hay
some
in
in
your
my
eye.
eye. I'm
Yeah.
blind now. Ah!
Decapitation.
God.
No, I'm joking. But
Celebration.
upon her scream, you like your other eye opens,
Yeah.
Othello, and you're like, oh God. And Pierce, you wake up as well, but Othello gets one moment to react or do something else before you do.
Okay.
Uh,
So, I mean, I've got the knife in hand. I'm kind of more awake now. I see the situation, and I'll
It's
probably
not
just,
sleeping mood.
yeah, I'll just put it back in the sheath, and I'm like, whoa, like we're allies. You know, we just saved you. Pierce is over there or wherever he is. You
You know-
know, just calm down, and I'll just kind of, I'll probably still kind of seated at this point. I don't want to get up and kind of corner her or anything. I'm just like, it's okay. Pierce is, you know, he's over there. You know, it's fine. You're safe.
Yep. I look around and I go,
starting to reach for Pierce. Friend Pierce.
I went
Yeah.
from dead sleep to wide awake, so I'm in battle mode. Yeah,
after
I
you
just-
mentioned Pierce, she's like, Pierce is here, and she looks over and she sees his, because he raises up beside the fire and he looks over at her, and it's your first time you've seen your sister. But what's awesome is she looks totally normal, Frank. The last few times you've seen her, she's had dark circles around her eyes. You've been able to see some veins in certain parts of her face from the blackness being in them, and I will say she looks a lot healthier.
I'll give her a big smile as I'm getting over to her in our language. We'll just say, "How are you feeling, little bird?"
Where am I?
Safe, not home, but safe.
Are we going home? Where have you taken me?
I. It's a good thing you're sitting down because this is a long story. Home is no more. The- Your you were taken, stolen from us by a really evil man, and I chased after him and chased him through worlds. We ended up here, and which is where I met my companions that you see. The big metal man is Malediction. He's very nice. The human over there, this is Othello. Okay, and
Oh,
then
great. I come back right in time to hear this.
yeah,
Your introduction.
that's Pexor. He's used to taking punches.
And
Pexor
also,
comes back
probably
from taking a pee.
probably I'll I'm as he's introducing all of us, I'm sitting there like, now why'd she scream at me? And then I remembered I sleep in the nude. That's probably why.
Wow, yeah, that's right. I go
Right
over there and
on.
I punch Pexor.
Yeah. I say, yeah, here's my sickle. Also, here's the scythe that I used to fight.
Oh,
And,
no.
and I was worried about Malediction's noodle.
You keep them away from my sister.
As you tell her the story, you
Mm.
can tell. I mean, her face like swells up, her eyes just start pouring with tears, and she's looks around sporadically, and she's like, "Where's mother? Where's father?"
With the gods.
Would you like to see them again? And I
Pexor, you
like,
this is not the time.
I walk over like, no, he's good. He's, just let them talk.
Unless she's speaking in their common
Oh yeah,
tongue.
y'all
yeah,
can't
we
actually.
wouldn't even.
Nobody else can
Ah.
understand her. She
Okay.
just sounds like she's yelling in some other language.
sounds like a bunch of garbled gurgles, and I'm like, yeah, I'd expect this from the language of this half giant.
I love it. She's yelling in giant at Pexor, and she just or at Pierce, and she just keeps looking over at Pexor's thing, and she's like,
Yeah.
ah! Ah!
I
First impression,
understand.
I get it. It's cold outside, guys.
It's going outside.
That's why I
just
wrapped
out
you
of
in
the pool.
holy protection. I figured you'd need it.
She's like, all
She
over.
should. She should still have the sash though. Of
Yeah.
Donda.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
She says, so mother and father's dead, and her whole world is destroyed, and you just saved me. And she flings forward, and she wraps her arms around you, and you can hear her like crying so hard into your armor, And she's like, "Thank you so much for saving me. Thank you, thank you, thank you." She goes, "But what are we supposed to do now? Where are we supposed to go?"
Now you must stay with the owners of this place, while I and my companions go and finish this. This man is still after you, but he doesn't know where you are. You are safe right here. He is after me now
So
because
who's the man that took me one more time?
Lance, what was his name? I just know he looked like my father.
I don't know if you ever even asked him his name. I
We
don't
didn't
think.
have time.
Uncle douchebag. That's
Yeah,
who it is.
pretty much. Because I don't think in any of the sessions we went
This could
through that we ever got this dude's name. He was just the man I had to kill.
this could be
Okay.
like this could be like whenever in Pokemon when you have to name your rival and you can just name him whatever.
Oh yeah, little pop-up screen
yeah,
thing.
ass
I only
face.
got I only got 12 characters to use.
Hey, there's 7. Ass face.
Yes.
I was wondering why you said "smell you later, Gramps" when he disappeared.
But no,
Nintendo's gonna
I
shut this
think
podcast down.
he is a relative of our father, but he is not a man I know. He just bears father's resemblance, so it might have been someone from his past that he daren't talk to us about.
She says, she's like, "I have something I have to tell you. The last thing I remember before the blackness." It's like, Mom told me that she had a secret to tell me, that it was very important. I remember her taking me to the room that evening, and she brought me my favorite dessert, and she set me down and she brushed my hair, and I ate it. And then she looked at me and she said that my past wasn't what I thought it was, and that I belonged to another. And she went on to talk about her our father's brother, and said that I actually belonged to him. After she told me this and she described him to me and said she was sorry, but she felt like she had to tell me the truth, I just laid there in bed and I was looking out my window at the stars and I couldn't stop thinking of him. And then it's almost like the blackness reached out of the stars and went inside of me and took me. And that's all I remember was thinking about the man. And then it was like the dark went inside me.
Well,
Could
listen,
he
little.
could he be the one that took me? And am
I
I
believe
truly,
he is.
so I'm truly his daughter?
I don't think that matters anymore. You have no memories of him. He didn't raise you. It was our father who did, and it was our mother who showed you love. This man, whoever he may be, tainted you, corrupted you, stole you. He has no right to any name or title of devotion towards you.
How
And
long
as of
was
now, what,
how long was I with him?
Lance? How long?
Oh,
Couple of weeks?
Yeah,
weeks,
how like about to
A
couple
month?
say
weeks, couple weeks.
Okay,
this
long
this
enough.
yeah, this campaign always has me kind of screwed up with the time schedule because
Yo,
I'm
okay,
like,
so
damn, we did a
I
pause,
lot in
didn't
a
keep
week.
track, so I'm
pause.
like,
How
man.
fast? Yeah, how long does it take to burn down a village? Because man, we did that 3 times in a day.
Uh, Officially, not too long ago, Josh and I were just talking about the game, and we're trying to see if time events would line up for certain scenarios. And no joke, like a couple of weeks ago, almost your sister sent you the note inviting you to the actual
Ceremony.
the wedding, and uh, we were calculating it, and Josh even went back and checked the time, and it's been like almost 2 weeks. It's almost exact, and don't ask me how we did that. It happened. The events actually line up. I don't
That's
know.
that's just how good we are. You
that
know?
was an
We're
oops on
so
my
in the
part.
game. Not a,
Yeah,
Lance, it's not an oops, man.
for her. But I'll tell her you've been with him for too long, and it took me too long to find you.
She also said that my mother died giving birth to me, and my father tried to handle her loss, but his love was too much to bear, and he swore he'd find a way to get her back. And then he left. And I guess when he returned, it was to take me.
If that is true, then he is definitely not worthy of your love, devotion, or attention. At this point, for what he's done to our home and our family and to you, he deserves nothing less than the edge of my sword.
She said, well, your parents raised me. They adopted me and treated me as your sister my whole life and their daughter. So I'll always know you as such, Pierce. And she leans forward and she puts her hand on your other cheek and she kisses you on the other cheek, opposite of her hand.
Good. Now, when we're ready, you're gonna have to stay here with um, Pamela or Pernella. What was her name?
Pernala.
Pernala. I wrote down Pamela for some reason.
Her name's Pernala and is Quilana.
Yeah, yeah,
Pernala Quilana.
yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
There's the woman of this house who owns it. Her name is Perlana. I'm gonna need you to stay with her and her daughter for now, and always keep this sash on. Because when I rescued you from him, he was not happy about it, and now he wants me dead. So I must go and finish this before he comes for you.
so you believe I'll be safe here with them?
What I do does not. What I'm doing is not tending towards safety. And since I'm going after him, I don't want you anywhere near him for fear of what he might try to do again. The sash you have around you is a holy item, and I believe our parents helped me acquire it, but it helped bring you back to me, and it should keep you here.
As you're talking, right when you land on the keep me here, you see her eyes kind of just like relax, and she just goes to faint
Well, I
again
can't.
from being tired. And you catch her right before she hits the ground. You know, you grab her and you lay her down softly back into I'll say the furs she was laying on, pile of furs. And 1 second, y'all, I gotta do a bathroom break.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
True
I just
DMs
kind
would
of
have
I
held
just kind
it.
of lean over to Pex where I'm like, what did he say to her to make her faint? Because you guys were talking half dry, right? So I'm just it's all good with
Probably,
me.
She
probably
asked
that he
about.
wants me to marry her. I'd make a good husband.
I was talking to her about his sickle.
Oh,
My pickle sickle.
Yeah,
oh gosh.
yeah.
Uncomfortable part, it's about as bumpy too.
You haven't seen my noodle yet.
Yeah.
Oh, Vorpal noodle.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
villain.
you
New
just
magic
need
item.
to you just need to say that when you do that in combat. Just be like, I'm releasing the wacky noodle.
What? All I hear through my headphones is wacky noodle.
All you need to
Go
hear.
wacky noodle.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. She goes ahead and she passes out. Pernala walks up to you, Pierce, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, the youngin's been through so much.
She
We will,
hasn't.
we can care for her till you return, but the being that destroyed all my people are looking for her."
Well, he thinks she's with me. He must. And if she's with me, because I'm going to face him, I'm guaranteed to put her in danger. And this, what she's wearing right now, is a sash given to me directly from Donda. And it keeps her safe.
Okay, well, we'll take
I,
care of her, but
I,
me and the girl, we're going to go back to sleep for now since it's not morning yet.
mm-hmm.
But
Is Ernala, Lance, is she taller than me?
no,
Okay, okay.
uh, but she goes ahead and she's like, "I'll go ahead and move her into one of the beds upstairs," and she scoops her up and starts carrying her around the living room over to the side to the bed case. Um,
I will. I'll go with her.
okay,
Uh-oh.
Oh,
All right.
are we back?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
All right. All right.
I'll
He
go with
goes ahead and he starts going up to the bedroom with her. Jared, Josh, is there anything you want to do while they're heading up there? Anything you want to say to one another?
Probably not at this moment. I mean, Othello's probably pretty still beat up and everything just after his ordeal. And if it's like in the middle of the night, I mean, Othello's probably just
It's
gonna.
about 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I'll just look around, and I mean, unless Mal says anything to Othello, I'm probably just gonna pass out again.
at this point, Mal's got a lot of things to think about. So, like, he's just going to sit back down in the rocking chair and rock the hours away until it's morning.
Exor, I'm going to say since you rolled so low on your wake up and you're used to being up at night, right? I'm going to say that your character doesn't feel sleepy right now. And in
Hey guys.
fact, you've been up
Oh, you-
during. Somebody say something?
Sorry. No, I was gonna make a joke.
Go ahead.
I was going, hey guys, hey, you guys want to just like go for a run or something? I mean, I can feel all the energy suddenly now.
You like Red Bull?
Yeah.
Red Bull
I mean,
keeps wings.
there's that farm next door, and they got a Red Bull, and I think we can go ride it.
But I will say, Pexor, that you've been spending a lot of daytime hours, and you kind of miss being uh, out at night, right?
A nocturnal creature.
A
And
night man.
and you notice as you sat back a little bit to get comfortable, like it just comes over you, like I'm not going to be able to go back to sleep. So it's up to you what you would like to do.
Well, fuck.
You see, Malediction's still awake.
I'm always awake.
Yeah. I'm about to say, do you like watch us when we sleep?
I can just imagine Pexor just looking over at Mal, and Mal just looking at him, and Mal nods, and Pexor's like slowly nods back at him, and he thinks to himself, "Does he watch us every time we sleep?"
We all watch
No, I should have asked him.
the
I'm like,
never sleeping gaze just upon all of you.
because I'm slowly putting the pieces together. Like I'm looking at him and I'm like, he was awake. He never really sleeps, but we do, and he was right there the whole time. Does he watch us? And so like the way I picture all playing out, it's really quiet. You know, hear the wind whistling through the walls. And then just, do you watch us when we sleep?
He turns to look at him. He's like, "Yes."
I feel both safer and more uncomfortable.
It's safety, but at a steep cost.
To your sanity.
Yeah. Just don't look at him.
But see, now that he said that, I can't stop.
Listen, they're like those one angels from Doctor Who.
See, then I have to look at it. The weeping angels by nature have to be seen, but they don't move.
Go ahead and roll intelligence check for me. Pexor at a DC of 12.
Intelligence check? You sure? I mean, okay.
He might fail it.
14. So I do good reads.
I do good reads.
After Mal looks at you and he's like, yes, you notice that he's put parts of the other robots on him, and he's actually managed to get it fitted on. He's got like this one part on his face. That was a part of it.
I had a roommate. His name was Victor, and he did that too with other people.
Oh my god. Okay.
That probably doesn't help the whole sleep sanity thing where it's like he has half another person on him.
Shoot, you kidding me? I actually sleep better now knowing that he's actually come over to my side. You're crazy, just like me.
We can't be having that. Poor Othello here, he's just the regular old human.
Oh yeah, I'm totally mouth open, snoring a little bit, like just totally out.
It's like a bunch of fantasy characters. Then we have Les Stroud over here, Survivor Man.
Pretty much.
Normal man.
Yeah.
Man, what a terrible superhero name. Normal Man.
I am normal man. I am normal.
What's your superpower? I can do my taxes.
Straight normal, everyday, average Joe.
Pierce, whenever you go upstairs, you she walks over to the bed and she lays her down. You notice that you see another bed in the room that's a larger bed and it had been disturbed, right? And as she lays her down, she looks at you and she's like I said before, she's been through so much, and she goes, I didn't know all of your story either. I didn't know you lost everyone. And she's like, I'm so sorry. And she touches your cheek and she grabs your hand and starts leading you over to the bed.
Oh, I read about this.
I've seen this before.
There were drawings in my books. I'll follow her lead.
Okay.
All right.
What else? What I'll say is y'all go ahead and roll a charisma against her.
All right. I closed the door with my foot. We don't need Pexor or the kid coming in. Especially not Pexor. I'll kill him. Charisma. This is great. I love getting high all the time. Well,
Context.
yeah. Natural 19 with my charisma of so 20 total.
Okay, I'm going to say that you don't know how to receive any of this because you're in a moment of shock with not only your sister and everything that's going down, having to explain it to her, but also the fact that she looks like your ex-girlfriend has been gone for a long time and you don't know how to handle it. And your sister is still laying there in the room, so you feel kind of weird. But she leads you over to the bed. She sits down on the bed with you on one side of it, and she takes your hand and she's holding it in her hand, you know, and she's like, would you mind if you just laid with me till the morning? She goes, I'd feel so much safer if you were here with me.
I'd feel so much safer with my sword. I didn't say that for real, though. I'm not Pexor. I'm serious.
Okay.
He's got one of
Maybe
those
get better
really.
jokes.
He's got one of those really thick swords.
Yeah.
Is your sword always with you, or ready for a battle?
Whatever
Yeah.
you stab it into, it destroys it.
Instantly.
Anyway, okay, so
But yeah, I
back
will.
to it. You just have kind of like a peaceful moment with her. She ends up getting you to lay down in the bed, right? And you end up wrapping your arm around her, and y'all end up falling back asleep.
I don't know if she wanted me to take my armor off because I'm still in my llama lore.
She must like it with the armor on. I don't know. It's just-
Cool. Listen, she's leading it right now. I'm too out of it.
you can tell that she really wants someone just to be close with her and feel safe right now. It's not really going into whole
Yeah.
That type
I'm
of
gonna help
deal.
set the mood and start playing some Barry White.
Except he's gonna use his wacky noodle to do it.
Is that what we're going to call tonight's episode? The Wacky Noodle?
The wacky.
Beware the wacky noodle.
Beware the whack.
Yeah.
Maldiction and the Adventures of the Wacky Noodle.
Is that what you say when you attack him with your noodle? Do you say whack attack?
Wacky.
Especially when he slows down time to get bonus actions, and he's just, I can do it faster.
It's just go wacky noodle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay. We got to stop, y'all. Something's gonna slip here soon.
It's too much for the normal man, Othello.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that all of you rest till morning unless Pexor is wanting to do something else before then.
He can mess with his dead bodies until morning.
And how much do we heal again on a rest? It was hit dice plus
On
Karn.
bonus.
Okay.
Well, that sucks. I rolled a 1. So I only heal 5.
Oh,
Yeah. It's okay. It's because I've never been in a bed with another woman before, so I'm just like awake the whole time.
you didn't even sleep. You're just trying
Yeah.
not to. You're trying not to squish her the whole night.
Yeah. Like I still have my full plate on right now. This is awkward.
You're trying to find out where your other arm goes the whole
Yeah,
time.
like my arm falls asleep, so it's like, oh god, this is uncomfortable. Oh no. But if I move, I don't want to wake her up.
How to position your legs while
Yeah.
you're laying there.
Yeah. It's a whole new. It's different from sleeping with a woman. It's sleeping with a woman in full plate.
Well, I mean, the last
So
time
is-
was with someone a little smaller than you, so
That's true. Hey, she doesn't need to know that. Okay.
did y'all know? Or did y'all know where Mike went? Did something happen while I wasn't looking?
I
He
think
was-
his wife got him. It might have been with his kids.
Oh, okay. Well, just as long as he wasn't abducted or something,
It's true.
Kidnapped.
my screen froze on his, and so like it looked like he was just sitting there.
Oh my god,
wow.
I love that. And last time Mike got so tired towards the end that Josh thought he was asleep.
Oh yeah, yeah. I thought he.
And I
Yeah.
did too. I mean, for a little bit, he didn't even move for like 3 minutes. I don't even think he blinked.
I thought he was frozen too for a second, and I seen like his eyes move. Like, oh, okay, he's still there, sort of.
Oh,
Really quick, I might have to go read my son a quick story for bed, but that's if he comes back out.
read him the tale of Pexor in his first undead summons.
Actually, what I am going to read him is the Cambridge Companion to Greek Tragedy. So,
Yeah.
There you go.
Wait a minute.
That'll put anyone to
Ah,
sleep.
Yes. The
Nice,
Cimmerillion.
that's what they all say. But you know what? My kid will be like, "Hey, Dad," and then we'll be speaking in Latin or something. I don't know. Fuck, shut up.
Are you sure you won't fall asleep reading him that story?
I don't know. I'll be probably at the edge of my seat or beanbag that I used to
What is-
read.
What does Aristophanes say next?
All right.
So, okay, do you want to go ahead and pause it for just a little bit, Mike?
Well, I mean, you guys can keep going. I'm just letting you know I'm probably gonna disappear for
Well,
5
because
minutes.
we're starting in the morning,
Okay.
and so it might be best just to have you here, so that way we all
Okay then.
because
I'll go.
guess,
Ahead.
yeah.
we're gonna do is we're gonna crash your sister's wedding, right?
Hell yeah, man! I'm already pre-gaming.
He has a pamphlet of like the itinerary of what's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, what's this? A ring bear? Not a ring bearer.
Yeah, Mike.
A ring
I would hate
owlbear.
for something to go down in the morning, Mike, and like you not be a part of it or something. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pause it for 10 minutes, and you go do what you gotta do, brother.
Okay.
You can at least start the timer.
Okay. Everybody roll d6s.
One.
That's a
I got a
2.
1.
Is higher better?
Yeah, means you
Oh,
wake up
six.
sooner.
I got a 2.
I got a 6.
Okay, you wake up last.
Oh man.
Okay, so
It's
all the
because
ones.
I was comfortable.
Okay, all the ones and twos, you wake up. Um.
I never went to sleep.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, wait, I didn't either. I assume I didn't, at least.
What do you mean you're having a staring contest?
Yeah.
That'd be so funny if Pexor wakes up and Mal's just sitting there still looking at him the same way he was.
I look up at him and I kind of like do a little nod and I'm like, I think I'm okay with this. I slowly take off my blanket.
Okay, I'm gonna say everybody slowly starts waking up and getting up and around. Pranala, she comes downstairs and she starts making up a breakfast for y'all. Let's just say like ham and eggs or something to all y'all that actually eat. Um, after being up for a while, she goes ahead and she tells her daughter to go up and wake Frank. Breakfast is almost completed. Frank, you're awakened by Leica, I think that was her name, pushing you,
I
waking
like
you up.
how we don't remember.
Was it? I thought it was Vina.
Oh, Vina.
Vina. Yeah.
Leica, Vina,
Well, you know,
Fanta.
our family does the same thing when we game. It's whatever. We know who we're talking about.
One
The
for
young
Fanta.
daughter.
The daughter.
But
yeah.
she goes in and she pushes you and wakes up and she's like, "It's time to eat, Dad."
Is
I'm
my
gonna go
sister
out on the front porch and start playing my morning songs.
the banjo?
As
Is my
you-
sister still asleep?
Oh, she's up.
Oh, okay. All right. I get up.
Okay, as you get up,
Yeah.
you realize that sleeping in your armor was kind of rough.
Yeah.
You kind of have to stretch out a little bit. You hear some pops in your shoulders and stuff like that, but no real injuries or nothing. But yeah, you think that you slept in so hard because you passed out in your armor.
Notes. Don't do that.
Just think of it like a weighted blanket. It's like a weighted blanket all over you.
Yeah.
All over you.
Are you claustrophobic?
Wrapped around you like a comfortable burrito.
Except it wasn't.
Burrito.
It wasn't wool. It was hardened leather and steel. All right, so I'll go downstairs. I'm gonna assess the situation, make sure Pexer has something on.
Oh yeah.
I do not.
You do not, or you do now?
I'll let you play it back. You
I don't know what
yeah, maybe try listening, huh? Man, maybe if you talk less, threw less insults at me, you probably pick something up once in a while.
Listen, as the one that's more important, I need to talk more.
Pexor's down there. Pexor's down there just sporting his coffee cup. And all the women are just looking away from him, and he's all like, "Hey."
Yeah.
He's the most
Yeah,
vulgar elf
there's
you've
a
ever met.
there's a direct relationship to importance and how far in length your head's up your own ass. So you know.
I guess you're number one.
Oh,
You said you were more important.
Your head's further up there. See, in
You're
my
right.
world, we do things differently. So
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get
One, you
accustomed
have to have a
this.
small enough head to get up there.
God. Yo. Okay, so you all get downstairs.
Yeah.
Pexor, I guess everybody's just not going to pay attention to him right now. He's got.
Oh yeah, Othello's not even. He's not phased by it or anything. He's just like whatever.
He's got to let it air out in the mornings.
Yeah. My God, it's called an air bath, guys. Come on. I gotta get my chakras aligned.
Wouldn't it be better to go outside in the environment for that?
No. Have you felt out there?
It
I
had
said
the
air
sun
bath,
on
not
my
ice
skin.
Yeah. Jeez.
All right. So we try our darndest to enjoy the morning.
Okay. All right, y'all go ahead and you all sit down for breakfast. I will say that your sister, Frank, is talking a lot with the new half giant females. She's
Eating like
she's
a proper young lady.
well, what it is, she's not talking a lot. They're just teaching her names of stuff on the table, right? So they're like raising up bowl, and they say bowl or fork or ham, you know,
Point
and
Hector, bad man.
you're like, that one's going in the book. All right. Anyway, Pexor
Right.
obviously eye rolls at you.
I'll help her, and I'll translate as best I can since I got those bracelets or bracers. So I'll help with that. Oh, why do I keep drinking this? All right. So we're going through breakfast. We're teaching her what spoon is, what fork is, what restraining orders mean.
You know, and you know, I'll even throw in my own thing. I have a spoon and I have a fork, and I'm just kind of staring at them. I'm like, what if we combined them? It's not a spoon.
That's in the realm of madness,
It's
right?
not a spoon. It's not a fork.
No.
It's a papoon.
Mike, yeah, Mike putting the stink on it tonight, man. A fapoon.
Papoon.
What's the monster we're fighting? A fapoon.
That just reminds me of Veggie Tales, and when they were doing the sporks, they were doing the Lord of the Rings for Veggie Tales, and the orcs were sporks.
Yeah, you just.
Oh wow!
I feel a dam break in my head for the memory that was repressed came rushing back. I gotta rebuild that thing.
Oh gosh!
I'm just gonna post this and hope that like Tolkien doesn't remove my soul or something just for even saying that stuff, man.
He goes back
Veggie Tales. Veggie Tales might come after us.
Look, let's be honest. Let's be honest.
We're already gonna owe D&D money. Now we got Tolkien in there and Veggie Tales and Ready.
Ready.
What?
Ready?
Look, guys.
I'll give Ready the benefit of the doubt. Okay, this is the first drink, and I chose berry lemonade. Okay, that could have been my bad.
what they did to the Hobbit, we cannot do anything close to. So I think we're safe.
All right, y'all get all done with breakfast,
Yep.
and you're feeling pretty spry. Might be time to go on a long journey.
Hey,
I'll let
begrudgingly get dressed.
begrudgingly. He puts on his dress.
You know what? Next time we nap, you're gonna wake up and just see me right next to you.
Didn't you do that one time and I choked you to death?
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I kind of liked it. You know?
Oh, I apologize.
Ah, you, you have unlocked something.
I never trust a necromancer. This just solidifies it for me. They're dabble in
Let me tell ya.
voodoo and now they're sexual deviants.
Yeah, let me tell you, that wasn't that wasn't rigor mortis setting in.
Lance, I baptize myself. I feel like I need it. No, no, I will let Pernala know. I will be, I will be leaving the king's raiments here, in your safekeeping. Is this? He was of your people, and not of mine.
She's like, well, if you return, maybe you can put them on and help us lead our people back to glory.
Maybe that's only for me to start, but maybe for someone who has yet to grow to finish.
Thank you so much.
I'll just look at Vina for that. But for now, I must have more pressing matters to put into the fourth ground.
When you're finishing eating breakfast, you feel kind of like a pull to you, Josh, coming from outside.
Don't take it. It's bad.
Kiddie pool?
Just a feeling, just like a feeling, nothing.
Yeah. I mean, you just get a feeling.
Yeah. I guess,
Is
is
he
there
hooked
like a
on the
window out in the
feeling?
front, or like I can look outside without actually going outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just kind of peek out the window and see if I can see anything before I
Okay.
just
You
walk
peek out the window, and sure enough, he's attached to a wagon that's almost totally busted, but Bacon is sitting out there.
Bacon.
There's
I
no
immediately walk out. I'm like, Bacon?
the war pig.
Whenever Bacon
The
sees you,
war
when
pig.
Bacon sees you, he almost looks like totally crazy. He starts making these insane root noises and starts running towards you.
Like in a happy way, or like is he like foaming at the mouth?
He's
No,
like, you
uh,
left me.
You gotta put him
You
down.
fucking left me.
Yeah, he's
Just
a little
like
angry about
just
that, or-
insanely happy.
Okay,
He seems happy
okay.
to see you.
Wow. Yeah, I'll just run over to him and scratch him a little bit. I mean, does he look wounded or anything, or he's just
Well,
like pulling this busted
you
wagon?
can tell that the wagon has rubbed one of his sides to the point that the hairs come off, because one of the wagon wheels are just totally gone, and half the wagon is, and
Oh
he's just been
wow.
pulling it so long, and it was a shitty wagon to begin with. I think y'all actually pieced it together
I
out of
think
stuff,
so.
and
We fixed it.
but you can tell it slowed him down for a long time, and it's been rubbing his side, but he doesn't look wounded outside of that.
Yeah, I'll take him off the wagon then, and I'll just kind of pet him a little bit. And does the wagon have anything? Is it just like busted up and just like pieces of wood at this point, or?
Yeah, it's just half a wagon barely holding on to itself. I mean, it looks like I'll even say as you take it off of him, like it finishes coming apart. Was just
Yeah.
like the only thing holding it get together was the last band that was attaching to him. Right. Once you separate the two sticks that were attaching him to the wagon, the rest of it just falls apart. But
I'm so happy. Othello is just like flabbergasted. I'm gonna do a quick scan around us, like just feeling a little apprehensive, but like still petting him and super excited. But do I see anybody or see anything else around us?
nope,
Is he
nope, just him.
Is he being punked?
You can
I know
tell when you get the wagon off of him, he does like kind of pull around on the ground and he rubs the side that the wagon was rubbing on, like it was itching him. But
Yeah.
he gets up and he runs around, and you can just tell he's free and happy, and that he's been dragging that wagon for like 1,000 miles.
Wow. And Bacon was he was like he was pretty big, right? I mean, he was
Yeah,
he was you know
he's a giant
it was a boar,
warthog,
wasn't he?
giant
Boar,
boar.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because those wild people were riding
We're
him.
riding him, yeah. Wow, that's so. Yeah, I'm just kind of flabbergasted. I mean, Othello's just super happy and just kind of playing with him a little bit, just kind of scratching him and everything, and just you know has a smile on his face and just like is it like still? It's like snowy in this area still, right?
It was snowy up on the mountain. Uh, Winter is definitely coming, but
Oh, geez.
Oh, and HBO.
but
Oh
but
no!
We're just
around
adding
there,
to our
around
list
where y'all's
here.
at. This is the get sued episode.
Yeah.
The
Always
whack.
got to be
Thank
one.
God I signed that non-compete earlier.
But where was I? Y'all
Oh, the
totally.
weather. If it was
Not-
snowy,
it's not
it was
winter.
snowy.
So it's not snowing
But
yet
damn.
on the regular ground, but it is cold.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna sit outside with him. I'll bring eggs over with me, and we'll just kind of chill outside. Just kind
Well,
of
we already had breakfast. Eggs and bacon.
eggs and bacon.
Now we need
Yeah.
a pet called hash browns and biscuits and
Pancakes. Yeah.
gravy.
Yeah. Oh, I got a whole list going.
Yeah. When he gets finally his home set, it's gonna be called IHOP.
Yeah.
So if bacon and eggs use their twin powers, do they turn into like Western omelet?
I know.
Yeah.
Go omelet.
A farmer's griddle.
The boar eagle.
Yeah.
That'd
No
be
one.
scary as hell.
You fought an owl better, but have you fought a boar eagle? But
Normal man's
okay,
army grows.
all right. Anybody that's looking outside or chooses to follow Othello, you also see him.
Oh, they probably hear me laughing and just kind of like, I mean, having a
Well,
good old
he's
time
gone
out there.
insane.
Malediction's out there. He was playing the banjo.
Oh yeah, true.
Banjo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
There's a
malediction was that.
violin. Thank you.
Oh, well, my bad.
We're in the
You would have seen him way earlier. I didn't get to hear you say you went outside, Jared. I'm apologies, brother.
okay. Malediction. His computer sensors
What
was
I'm going to
out.
say is, Mal,
Big.
you went to play violin on the side of the house, right? And they had a seat where you can sit on. And then I'm going to say that during your playing, you can hear Othello's voice and the pig noises, and you go to check it out, and then you notice Othello with bacon. All right.
Yeah, I'm just having a good old time. I mean, after what Othello went through, seeing that was just like you know, an awesome situation. His spirit has been lifted with Bacon, as Bacon usually does. So,
All right. Is there anything else y'all want to do before you start getting ready to leave?
Eh.
well, I mean,
That's
at some
true.
point, Othello's probably going to go back in, because he did have that other dream with his parents, right? And what they had mentioned.
Yeah.
With the city, the Elven city
True
of
Noland. True Noland.
True Noland.
Yeah. Mike's staring at me right now with intense fury.
I know.
Sorry.
You
How
okay,
dare
Mike? You
they
tired, brother?
How dare they make me put on clothes for this morning?
But yeah, I think first though, I think Othello will probably come in and probably if Mal's still outside, he'll probably go up to Pexor then, and Othello's just gonna be like, so I have a question about magic, Pexor. Like, obviously you're
Look,
versed
I'm
in
gonna
it.
be 100% honest with you. I don't know much. I just kind of stuff happens. I don't know how it does. I'm not even sure I'm saying the same thing every
That is
time.
the definition of like a sorcerer or a wild mage. It's
Look.
like I don't know nothing. I just do it.
Look. The first time a dead person came out, kind of wet myself. Not gonna lie. Was not expecting that.
So
Oh
I know your
God.
studies is more of the necromantic kind,
Yeah.
but
Alt.
You
what
wanna
about dreams? Dream magic
dreams?
or
What are dreams but just things you think when you're faking death?
All
Yeah.
right, we must go
Well-
and save the world.
well, the reason I ask is because I've had some weird dreams last night, and I don't know if it was trauma or if it was maybe something of magical nature.
Look, man, we've done a lot of shit in 3 weeks. Trauma might be the name of the game.
Exactly. That's I'm just trying to throw
Now,
this out, but
Diction, I'm a little worried that Othello went to him for counseling.
yeah,
Okay.
I
So-
like that we've
Even-
become psychiatrists as well.
Yeah. Even
And I
Pector
reach
was
into my-
confused by it.
What
all.
is this?
I reach into
trauma
my
you
bag of
speak
holding.
of?
I reach into my bag of holding and I pull out a small pipe. And I reach in and pull out a legal pad and I go, "Let us get into your dreams."
Oh, no.
well, I think it started when I was young. No,
How was the
back
relationship?
to my childhood.
Yeah. How was the relationship with your mother? Oedipal, my good friend.
Is Pexor still naked?
No, I didn't put clothes on.
I was making sure
But
'cause that's a
it's
Not-
kind of like the clothes on in that Basic Instinct scene, where
you
Yeah, I'd like
uncross
to
and
think at this
recross
point.
your legs.
Yeah, I'd like to think at this point
No.
Othello's so used to Pexor and his mannerisms that it's not even affecting him at all. It's just like
Bro,
whatever.
first time anyone said that.
Yeah, especially when Pector gets into psychiatrist mode. That's when he just starts taking clothes off as he's talking to you. So
Like, is this part of the therapy or
It's like, it's like my old doctor. I'd go in for an ear infection. He's like, "All right, take your pants off." I'm like, "You're the doc, I guess."
I guess so.
It helps me get into the zone.
Yeah.
yeah. You just
It was
gotta
weird.
be
He
in character.
checked my prostate with both hands on my shoulders. That was really weird.
That's how you first learned magic, huh?
Yeah. So, all right.
What-
So,
Anybody still watching this right now? Thank you for putting
Lance,
up.
I
We
imagine
actually
I have-
we play D&D. We do play D&D. I'm not gonna lie.
My first spell was Mage Hand.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Okay.
look, to be honest, it's been quite a while. We're catching up as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Listen, yeah, true. If we are being honest, Lance is only gonna post like 20 minutes of this. It's gonna be.
I don't
it's
even know
gonna-
how I'm gonna edit it. I'm probably not even going to edit it. I'm just gonna throw it up and be like, "Who cares?"
hell yeah.
See how it goes.
Well, anybody that sticks
So-
around is true fans. So
Yeah.
But
So,
anyway, yeah, I'll just ask and kind of explain my weird dreams I was having. I'll explain that my mother came to me and spoke of the city that Pexor was from, and that I'll mention that I dreamt of the claw glider, but I won't give too much specifics. I won't mention the dream body thing. I'll just say, is it basically asking, can somebody reach out to somebody magically through a dream? Or did my mind just make this up?
Whenever he does describe the Elven City to you, Pexor, before he asks that end, he does describe your city to great detail, even though he says he's never been there.
Okay. Out of character, Lance, is this something that I would know?
Okay.
Like I actually don't know. I have knowledge, arcana, history, religion, and planes.
Just
I
give me
would
a
think like
just give
what?
me a knowledge or arcana, I guess.
Knowledge, arcana. Hell yeah. That is a natural 20, so 26 altogether.
Being that dreams was like the light death to you, and it's the closest people come to dying. There's a lot of study about dreams in your necromancy stuff,
It
and
was actually an elective class that I was the only one who took.
uh, well, I'm gonna say that you even heard of a necromancer. I'm not gonna give him a name right now, but I'll say you've heard of a necromancer before that drove people mad within their dreams. And he was so powerful that if anybody crossed him, he could just invade your nightmares and make you go crazy. So
I think
you have heard of people dream bonding and connecting through dreams and being able to give information through dreams. And actually, it is one of the easiest ways to communicate with somebody else that you have a bond with, right? But yeah, that's all you would know is that yes, people can talk through dreams, and dreams are uh, used in necromancy to an extent.
So yes, you can. uh, uh, you know, I if you, anyone who's watching, look back like 20 seconds, just copy that, and then that just put that in my soothing baritone.
I think I know the mage that was so feared. I think I know the name. It might be Freddy Krueger.
Could be.
Frederick.
Frederick, Lord Frederick.
But yeah, I go, yeah, I mean, I have never done it, but I've read a great deal on it. Because what is sleep? You just kind of lay there, you're paralyzed. And now that I know that I'm being watched while I sleep, I might even start having dreams, like weird dreams. Might have dreams of a giant clock with its face looking right at me. I might. Who knows? But no, it's. I'll be 100% honest, all above board. Kind of weird that she knows the city that well. A little bit freaked out by that. Makes me wonder if that's really.
Well,
You guys lived in like the forest for a long time, right?
yeah, we never went there. I mean, as far as I remember, but
Yeah.
she
So,
mentioned that we have to go there
Are
to
you
but
stop.
her
We can
son?
save everybody, with
but
what
but
she's
now
got going on, and
here's my question: if your mother never knew any of that, and Lance, cut in if I'm misunderstanding this as well, but if your mother never knew any of that, and she, with extremely precise detail, like she found my favorite cobblestone, the one that was like raised a little that I kept watching people trip on. Hilarious. She described that even.
well, I think she
And
implied that she's
Oh,
there.
oh no! What it was is he was saying that he had a dream where he's seen her there. He actually
oh,
he described the surroundings as
Yeah,
if he had seen it
okay.
before
I
and he
thought
yeah.
had
So
never
she
like
been
was
there.
they're
telling you all the play.
yeah.
No,
Okay.
no, no,
So
no, no.
they're there wanting us
Okay.
and me
Never
to go
mind.
there.
Okay.
But I
Well,
just
I was
wanted to.
about to say like it could be somebody else. Ooh.
Well, that's just what I wanted to know. Because I think I've got another thing rattling around in my brain now that you know is maybe an unwelcome visitor in my dreams. But I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't any kind of.
I mean, I
It could
knocked
be all in my
first,
head. I
so
just wanted to make sure. I guess I just magic and all this stuff. I mean,
And
I
trust me.
you
I
did
never died.
technically almost freeze to death. So
Yeah, you know,
Trauma, exactly. Hey,
like
maybe my
a lot
brain is
of stuff in
processing some
3 weeks.
things, and
The normal
you
man can
age,
only bear so much.
you aged
yeah,
like what 30 years, and then rapidly
and then
aged back.
do you, yeah. So maybe my brain is having its own little crisis, and I'm just trying to sort it out the best I can.
It's like you came back to age. It's like someone pooped my pants, and it might have been me.
But I think we
So,
need to go
all right.
to your city. I think that's where we have to go next.
Pexor yells, "Let's go!" But there's a slight eye twitch whenever he says that because he really does not want to go. Like he wants
I
to go for his
want to
sister,
go.
but he has an
Listen, I
entire
hook up.
city that hates him. No, he does not want to go to that.
I'm the
So
I know,
when
and
you mention it to him, Othello, when you say like you just said all that, but you're like, I think that's where we need to go next. You
Yeah.
actually, before he even comes out and starts saying something, an actual look of worry for a second comes out of Pexor. Then he goes into cool mode again, and he's like, yeah, sure, let's go. But
I'll
that,
show him the old
Yeah.
stomping grounds.
Yeah, because I remember when he got the letter from his sister, like we could all tell that really affected him. So I knew that's why Othello was a little bit apprehensive to talk to him about it, but he had to make sure, he wasn't just going crazy. So
You're my buddy. You never have to
So,
hide anything from
Lance,
me.
while they're all out there, because I never went outside, but during this time, I'll be cleaning up my armor.
Okay.
Everything as best I can.
You can say Master Fate.
Yeah. Making myself look as prestigious as I can.
That's polishing a turd, let me tell you.
Yeah. And people think it's gold.
They do have extra wagons outside when y'all's preparing and everything. I just want to let you know that there's only one horse, and that was on the snow wagon, and that's the only horse that they have.
That's fine. We got a pig.
We got a
Bacon
big
just
pig.
went so far though with that. I mean, I
He's
would
a
hate to.
trooper, and he
I
deserves
know.
an upgrade. So this wagon has 2 wheels, and
Is a
it-
real wagon and not something that we
Yeah.
cobbled together.
and only you will drive him.
Well, I would just hate for him to just go all that way, and then for me to just strap another wagon onto him, and
Well,
I just
ask,
I'm feeling how I'm
It's
trying
his
to put
weight
myself
rating.
in Bacon's
put a blanket
mindset.
on him.
A
Why
lot
don't
of shit.
why don't
There's a
you
lot of shoes
put
to
a
fill.
blanket on him before you attach the wagons? That way, the
Oh yeah,
wagon
yeah,
itself
yeah.
is not rubbing against him.
After this conversation, we kind of start, figuring stuff out and everything. Yeah, I'll try and look at ways to just make Bacon as comfortable as possible because I know he, with that old wagon, like rubbing him basically his fur off on those sections.
Are
I'll
you
just
are
try
you
and
going
make
to try
him.
to put the new wagon on him?
I mean, I'd like people here to have a horse just in case they need to do something, they need to go somewhere. I'd hate to leave them without any,
Right,
form of,
animal handling at a DC 20.
Ooh.
He's got PTSD.
Wow. Okay. So okay. Let me see.
It's
So you're
okay.
carved right.
This is something
Okay.
Othello is actually okay at. So
He's had that
hold
wagon
on.
on him for weeks, so he's not going to
Yeah,
want anything else. He just now got disconnected from it,
I
so
know. And see, this is why I brought that up. Let's see. Okay, I got a total of 27
altogether.
God dang.
altogether. 27.
You're the
It
whisperer.
actually it puts it on itself. It puts the wagon on.
He's like, you got it, boss. Anything for the family.
But like I said, if he allows me to, I'll ease into it and I'll look at like what Frank was saying. I'll try and maybe put some cloth or something to just make it a little bit easier on him. Like so it's not just
And he's a
like
pig.
putting. Yeah, like so I'm not just gonna put more blisters on him or whatever.
If he's a pig, if you attached a carrot to a stick, just
Well,
dang it in front of him.
I don't
So
know.
Isn't that a
Bacon,
donkey?
Bacon. He went
that
all this
what
way to
so-
find me. I think he's a little bit smarter than the average pig. So I don't
See,
know
also,
if just a
He's
carrot
a little
would.
bit bigger too.
Yeah,
you
and that.
you do manage to get the wagon on him, Josh. But when you take your hands totally off him after you have it on him, right? He kind of goes into this sloop mode where he puts his head down, right?
Oh gosh, yeah, we
And
can't do
and
this.
he sits down. He sits down, but he's not flipping out that the wagon's on him. He
Yeah,
might get up and go once you pop him if he wanted to, but it's up to you. I mean, he's not going to bust the wagon, shake it off, or anything like that because you rolled so high. But
yeah.
you can tell that he's not
He's
comfortable
sad.
wearing it. Yeah,
Give them some treats.
Yeah. Listen, we have two choices. I drive the wagon or you drive the wagon, and you would rather drive the wagon.
Yeah. Um. Oh gosh. I mean,
Rather
well,
ride the
actually,
dragon.
now that I think about it, I mean, are we gonna? Is this wagon like? Are we all just gonna sit on it and then him carry us? Because is he gonna be able to carry all of us? Or because I know Pierce is, he's a big guy, so is
Well,
that
the
too much
weight,
weight
the
on the
weight's
wagon?
the weight will be on the wagon. It's not actually him. I mean, now he'll have to if everybody was sitting at the front of the wagon, right
Mm.
on the front bench, then yeah, it's going to be a lot of weight on him. But if there's just one driver and everybody else is sitting on the back of the wagon, or some people also walking, then it wouldn't be too bad of a deal with him. But
And at a
you,
game too, like the weight a horse can pull is many times greater. It can pull more weight than it can carry. So
um,
like draft horses, like a horse can't hold that much weight, but they can pull many times.
I mean, he's not happy, Josh, but you also know that he is capable.
Yeah, I just worry that it may depress him so much that may come a point where we need him, and he may not want he may not want to pull the wagon.
Well, this time we'll just have to make sure to take him off of it. Every
Yeah,
time
when
that
we
we get
Yeah,
when
we
we
will
ahead,
take them
not.
right
Yeah,
to life
I'll
water.
do like positive reinforcement too, and like
treats.
like what Mal was saying. I'll just kind of when I put it on
Yeah.
him,
Give him
I'll
Stockholm syndrome. He loves
I'll
the wagon. He can't get
yeah, I'll
Yeah.
make him love the wagon. He can't live without the wagon.
Yeah. How do you gaslight a hog?
Yeah.
But
God.
yeah, I'll
no
just
secret.
yeah, because like I said, I'd like to leave the horse with Pernala, Vina, and just in case for them, and if he is capable of pulling it, it's probably for the best.
Maybe
Yeah.
we can find ourselves a couple of draft horses in like another town or something, and then he can just kind of walk along with us.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like I said, I'll do positive reinforcement and just kind of walk with him and
Okay.
give him treats or whatever, and just kind of lift his
All right.
spirits a little bit.
Do another animal handling for me as you're trying to give him positive reinforcement.
Yeah. We also don't need another horse's ass if we already have one with us.
Name is Pexor.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe
That
make
is a
your own
total.
jokes.
That's a
Well,
total of
it's
25.
too easy to capitalize off of yours.
25.
25.
Okay.
You setting up a spike like that, you
I'm going to
fool.
say that you lead him around a little bit, and you're giving him treats as you're leading him, right? And it comes up to the point where he starts to feel that the wagon's not dragging the ground like the other
Yeah.
one, and he almost gets comfortable as if the wagon's not there once you lead him around a little bit. But you kind of had that feeling anyway, just because that last one was missing a wheel, and he's dragging it for so
Yeah.
long.
Yeah. I know. That's what I feel bad about. Just so sudden, like, well, one wagon to the next,
Yeah.
Poor pagan. But yeah, I'll get all that sorted. And then yeah, I'll at some point I'll tell everybody like, hey, I had some crazy dreams. I think we need to go to the Elven City. I think that's our next destination.
Yep. Sounds good.
To the east.
And then I reach in my bag that you guys have never seen before and pull something out of it and eat it, and I'm suddenly calm.
Oh no. If you weren't ostracized enough in an elfin city, going down eating hibachi tentacle.
Those are good though. Hey, Othello tried one. He loved it too. So
You are
Yeah.
mad. All right. So before we leave, I'll tell the women all goodbye. I'll give Pernal a big old kiss.
Yeah, and I'll definitely
She'll see me again. Don't you worry.
Yeah, Othello will definitely.
That'll come back. He's
Yeah.
just out getting some cigarettes and milk.
Yeah, Othello will definitely tell them
Yeah,
thanks. I mean,
You've
you know, 'cause-
cursed me. Now I'm assured to die.
Oh, is that all I had to do? Please, I should have done it earlier.
milk and cigarettes.
I've got a little gift for the young one. I've got the little toy soldier and everything. I'll hand it to her.
Oh, nice. Yeah, when you
So
walk
she
over
can-
to her, she's poking Pexor's familiar with a stick.
You know, yeah, I forgot. I forgot she's here.
What is
What-
that? It's Pexor.
It's
And
yes.
when you walk up to her, she's like, "So this one isn't mean," and she keeps poking it.
Well, you know, keep doing that and find out. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give my thanks too because I know, like, without them, Othello would for sure be dead, on the mountain. So he would definitely say his thanks and just basically, thanks for saving my life, our life,
yeah,
Thanks for coming back for us.
I pat around and I go, yeah, and I reach in my bag of holding and it's like up to my shoulder. I'm like, yeah, I got something for you too. And then I pull out a human finger and I go, here you go.
Oh God.
So she's got the human finger in one hand and the toy soldier in the other.
Yeah, you'll poke your eye out. Now be careful. This is a wait. So I hold it in my hand. I go. This is a magic finger. If you say the magic words, then it points to whatever you want most in the world.
She makes the throw up face. She's like, "Whoa!"
Hey, okay,
Yeah.
look, it was this or a monkey's paw, and trust me, you do not want to mess with those.
It's
A
still.
monkey's paw with 3 fingers sticking out.
She's like, "Why does it stink so bad?"
Because it belongs in the ground. What you do is you plant it underneath a flower, and it helps the
People
flower grow.
No. This is a mat. See,
Don't
I
well,
changed
don't
it. Now,
listen. You
this is
never
for-
listen to a guy with pointy ears. Look at him. All right?
You know why? You know why my ears are so pointy? Because I'm just so sharp. And now what you do is you bury the finger, and a person will grow out. It's really crazy. You have to teach him though all the language, and if you get too close too quickly with fire, then he'll attack you. So you got to be careful about that. But always remember, cut against the grain when you try to harvest them.
And I'll whisper in her ear, listen, you just got to play along with the small folk, okay?
Small folk. I am a healthy boy, as my mother used to say.
Okay, you are killing me. A healthy boy. Anyway, she takes the finger and she sets it over on the crate, and she's like, "Thank you so much." And she runs back to her mom, and they're finishing getting stuff onto the wagon for y'all. Frank, Pernala comes up to you again, and she says, "Thanks again for saving me." She tells you as well, Othello. She's like, "I know y'all say that I saved you, but I wouldn't have been able to save you if you didn't save us. So I guess we're even. And
Maybe the
hopefully,
truck made along the way. Sorry,
I just
I was myself.
I just hope the gods will it for y'all to avenge what has happened to our people."
We'll do our best.
Hell yeah!
Y'all getting loaded on
I'm
the
ready.
wagon?
I'm ready to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and there's no asses to kick.
Okay.
There is also no bubble gum. I am just sad.
This this world sucks.
Now, as we're in the wagon, Malediction, don't let out your wacky noodle.
Oh, actually,
Yeah,
wait, do
I'm
I
gonna
know? We're sitting there. I'm like, wait, what direction are we going? Where do I know where to go from here to go to the
feel like
Elven City?
I
There's
think
only
I
one. There's only one
Wait.
person that knows the direction of that place.
I
We're
look over to
relying
Pexor.
on me?
It's like,
Hey,
Oh,
Michael,
which
oh
way?
man. You
I'm
want
gonna
to
be
know how to
honest.
kill a whole group in one easy step?
Michael,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
be
the way.
honest. I saw a light, like a flashlight, pass through your back door. So I don't know if you're about to die, but I
You know
just
what?
figure I'd let you know.
I'll die like I lived, without pants.
When they bust in, just be like, hey, I'm playing D&D, and they'll leave you alone. So
Yeah.
this
they'll
is my
probably
D&D
be like,
time.
Just
Like,
throw,
I can't.
"Dude's got
throw
nothing
your
but-"
wacky noodle at him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
this dude's
TV's
got,
in the living room.
this dude's got nothing but fucking books. Jeez, I can't get nothing out of your mouth.
Not just books. You got some weird books.
That's how I get all the ladies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell them the story.
Yeah,
of the Grand Gold
yeah. I'll
Apple.
look at Pexor and I'm like, which way? I know what it looks like, but I don't know which way to go from here.
And I stand
To the
up
east.
and I stand up. I go, shh, shh, shh. It's not your. We've already had your time there, music box.
It's
And
actually to the west. It's the opposite of what he said.
And I go north.
If you say no, I
Wait.
start going north.
Wait. West.
West. Okay, and I'm
we go to
like,
the
are you
left.
sure?
I go, no, but we'll see.
West it is, and I'll lead us on to west.
If we have to take,
Pernala.
just remember, if we pass, if we,
Wait. Does Pernala know where the Sylvan City is?
Yeah, true. Forget
sorry,
about the NPCs.
we're already on a roll. There's already a musical montage going on. We're laughing. We're like, oh, you. We're gonna montage. The pig is like running around in circles, and we're trying to wrangle him back to get into the wagon.
Just
Probably
remind me
montage.
of like when Cusco was running away on the map, and it's like, oh god,
Yeah.
how do you lose?
See, you guys don't understand. We have like a Rascal Flatts Life is a Highway played in the background.
Anyway,
Any other famous names y'all want to drop while we're not doing anything? I mean,
Well, if we're going to, let's just do it all in one episode, right?
Yeah.
So,
right.
I know.
It
This
makes
is
it
going to
easier
be
on the
the-
lawyers because they only got to go through one episode, not a whole
I
backlog.
really think they're putting something in here because I can't stop drinking it, and every time I do, it's not pleasant.
But you get more ready every time you do, right?
yeah, every
Yeah.
drink more ready.
Maybe this drink is causing me this episode to be the way it is.
Maybe.
Maybe I'm just more ready to name drop things.
Maybe we should all
Yeah.
drink ready.
There,
So
there
we'll
might
all
be
be
open that
ready.
sponsorship yet.
I mean, I'm
so.
drinking whiskey, so
that, I think he's more ready.
I'm ready for anything.
Ready? I am ready for sponsors. So come on.
Hey, we got Jack Daniels, you know.
I can imagine if I called y'all all up and I'd be like, hey man, we're making like $50 an hour tonight. Let's game. Y'all be like, okay, let's do this.
Michael would be like,
If I'm making $50 an hour, hell yeah! I'm like, so guys, want to like what, 4 in the morning?
like, I'm already Michael. You would say that, and then Michael would start the video call.
Yeah, like you
It'd
you
be
would
Thursday.
answer and then
It'd
you
be
just
Thursday
like,
and
sit
he'd
on the toilet.
It's like it's 5 o'clock, guys. Where you at?
Time is money.
Michael, it's 5 a.m. What are you doing?
Early bird gets the worm, and I get the cash. Come on, y'all. Let's roll them bones.
Yeah.
To the west. We're going to the west.
Oh,
As y'all start driving away, Frank, you're sitting on the back of the wagon, and the mother and daughter wave at you and your sister, you know, and her standing real close to them in front of the half giant house and them waving at you. It kind of like took you all the way back to whenever you were on your home world, and you'd remember every once in a while you'd see your mom and your father waving at you as you were going somewhere, and your sister would be with them, you know, and they'd be waving you or off. And for just a moment, I'll say that since the beginning of all this going down, that was kind of like the first normal moment you felt like that you've had that just actually gave you a little bit more hope. Seeing them together and feeling like your sister's safe and that you're going to go take care of this, it just feels good.
Do you have any dreams I need to interpret?
I think you're muted, Frank, for me.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I was wondering why my headache disappeared.
Oh. good one.
It's so
I'll give you
peaceful
that.
all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Oh
You got a,
man,
you got a point.
why do birds sound clearer? Colors are brighter.
No, so during that, I'll pull out my sword, and since it's no so nostalgic and anything, I'll try to ignite it with the reignite my training through it and try to activate my blade,
All right,
which is part
guys.
of what my old training is.
You see Frank pull out his sword, and he's done this a few times in front of y'all. But you'd see him every once in a while. He'd be sitting there focusing on his sword, and he'd be whispering something. And y'all always think that he's praying because he's speaking in half giant, and you can't really understand what he's saying when he's doing it. But this time he's sitting there praying or saying these words in this other language, holding the sword, and his freaking sword blade catches on fire.
Cool.
Is everything all right? And I'm like looking around, like,
It's all
should we
right
be
now.
concerned?
No, this will not burn you unless you deserve to be burned. But I'll sheath it back.
Okay.
It's ancient techniques,
Well,
but took me a while to remember them.
so I'm definitely normal man now because I have no magic and everybody else does.
It's not.
You're finally worthy to wield the power of your ancestors.
Yeah.
Yeah, can there
What it
only
feels
be
like.
one of you?
Oh no, I have to get rid of my sister. She can't. Now, this magic, well, I don't know if it truly is called magic. I don't, to you guys anyway.
I mean, your sword did catch fire, but like in a
I mean,
cool,
look,
good
I've
way.
only lived my whole life around magic, and it looks kind of magical.
I'll try it again and let you look at it, malediction, if you wanted to, but it's. I'm not saying a spell. I'm more of talking with my ancestors.
Wow, so Pexor, like Thel was thinking to himself, like, wow, so Pexor was right. If you just think really hard, things can just happen. And I'm just kind of like, is that magic?
Oh, I don't want to
It seems
encourage
that
that.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Oh,
wait a minute.
no.
I'm like, is that the secret to magic? You just have to believe?
Maybe the real magic was the friends
Believe
you made along
really
the way.
hard.
And at that moment, Josh's character starts glowing and floating.
Oh God!
I understand everything.
Everything, yeah.
I think we have to put him down. He's getting too. He's getting too much.
As
He's
y'all
made
head,
a deal with the chaos.
Oh, I hear dice rolling. I'm worried.
as y'all head west to the Elven City, you travel through sparse woods and some plains flat land, but then the woods start getting thicker and thicker as you go. You can tell it's probably reaching about 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening. You know that it's going to be coming up to time for y'all to rest for the day. You've done talked about several things that you've already went through during your trip, and y'all are really excited about your next destination. But you also know it's coming up to time where you'd probably want to take a rest since you've been on the wagon all day and Bacon's looking a little bit tired. Um, so I'd say it's about 5 o'clock, but you come up to this huge river. And Michael, you know this as the River of Grimba, right? And you have never went this direction to go to your place, right? You just happen to know that about the round where you're at, if you head this direction, you're probably going to run into it. But you knew you were going to come across this river eventually. When you come up to the river, you see a large bridge going across of it. It looks kind of like uh, rustically made out of limbs and down trees and all kinds of stuff. It has a barricade that's in front of the bridge, and there's a sign on it. Which one of y'all would like to approach it?
Not me, because I can't read it.
I'll walk up to it.
Yeah, I'll just kind of are we just kind of in, because you said it was like a sparse woods and it started getting thicker. Is it like tree cover now, or is it still kind of sparse a little bit, or are we like in a full blown forest at this point, or?
Right now, you're coming into the area where it's starting to get a little bit thicker, denser woods. It's not actually a full blown forest yet, but it's kind of like on the edge of one. On the other side of the river, you can see like it's totally big forest, and way off in the distance, you see bigger trees off in the distance. You know that Pexor as to be the Elven City where those big trees are at. But like I said, you've never been this direction. As you approach the barricade that's sitting in front of the bridge, it says, "River is not safe to pass."
Isn't that why the bridge is on it? So we don't have to pass the river?
Or it's not safe to go over the bridge, is basically what the
Oh,
sign's saying.
okay. I was a little confused with that.
Bridge is not, I'll say the bridge is not safe to travel on.
It actually says that half giants only can cross the bridge.
Oh, okay.
No, that's what I tell everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll just take the wagon kind of to the side a little bit.
Mike, you trying to give me a tumor, dude? Because it's working. Go ahead. What was you saying?
I with a smile.
I'll walk up to the sign. What is it in common, or is it in?
It's in common. Yeah.
Okay.
Does the handwriting? Does it look like good handwriting? Is it like scratched on, like somebody that is like broken common, or is it like?
It looks like the sign was written by someone that barely even knew how to write common. I'd even say that one of the words are misspelled, and it's written in blood.
Oh.
On a piece of leather.
Kind of buried the lead there. I thought it was just a nice wooden sign. No, it turns out it's got a big bloody skull and crossbones on it.
While they're looking at that, Lance, I want to be looking at the bridge itself, like gauging how structurally sound does that even look.
It looks solid, but it looks like it'd be almost impossible to get the wagon over it because it's made out of random trees and limbs and stuff. But it's big, but it just like you could tell, like pulling a wagon across it, you're like, well, how am I going to get the wagon past that part where the big tree limb's sticking out? So it's up to you.
Hexor, do you still have that wand from the Wildmen?
Yeah, wand of warping wood. Yes, I do.
Do you think that could help with the bridge? Or would that just make it worse? I'm not too keen on what it does. I just knew that they used it for their stuff and they dealt with a lot of wood, so.
And it also like reinforced them too. So you know, why not? Only one way to try. Bippity boppity boo.
Okay.
While they're doing that,
if you do,
blows up.
I'm gonna go kind of by Bacon a little bit, and just kind of pet him and soothe him a little bit, and I will keep a watch on our surroundings.
Okay. All right. You go ahead and you use the wand, Mike. I'm going to say, do you go up on the bridge to clear it?
I don't know. I don't trust. I don't trust magic.
So he uses it on the closest tree that you could tell that's blocking your path, you know, and he uses the wand on it, and you just see the limb bend over, and you know, it just seems like he could clear the whole path if he wanted with that wand.
Okay. So
that's the most powerful you've ever been.
Wow. Okay. So I'll make it just wide enough for 3 of us.
It's a wagon you have to get through.
I don't think. I mean, what? Did your fucking legs get broke or something? No. So how'd we get here without the wagon? Or how'd we get anywhere without the wagon? We walked. So
yeah, but you want to make it in time, right?
Well, I mean, you know, What's you see? You got to be fashionably late.
Please just fix the bridge.
Yeah.
Fine, I fixed the bridge.
Okay, so y'all start working your way across, fixing the bridge.
I'll hang back with the wagon while they
Because
do that. And like I said,
the wand only has so much reach, so you get fixed to the point to where to fix it anymore, you'd have to actually be on the bridge itself.
Sure, I'll hop on.
The river is about 200 yards wide, so it's a huge, big flowing river.
Shh, don't scare me, none.
So
I'll-
if you need me, I can hop on the bridge with you, and if there's anything that you actually need, just actually moved out of the way that maybe the wand can't do, I'll help with that. I don't know
This
the
is
of that wand.
this is the nicest you've ever been, and I don't really know what to do about it. I'm kind of concerned, like you're gonna push me.
As you would say, just go with it.
Hey, man.
Just
About
go.
time. You guys do read my blog.
Yeah.
I'm usually the one with it.
Here's a Lance. Here's a sponsor. Guys, just do it.
Oh my god. Okay.
yeah, I'll be kind of back with the wagon, letting them fix the bridge, and I'm gonna be keeping an eye on our surroundings, because Othello's a little freaked out that there's a bloody sign that's like, I mean, bloody sign, basically says do not cross. Something had to put the sign there.
I'll just say it
So-
says bridge isn't safe.
Yeah.
But he spelt it
Oh.
wrong, so it's bridge isn't surf.
All right. So y'all actually step onto the bridge and you start moving across it.
Yep.
Okay, who's in front?
Paxor.
Okay, Pexor.
He's
as
fixing
you're-
the bridge.
As you're warping the wood and moving along and fixing the bridge, in the distance, you see a very fancy cloth wrapped hat. And it's sparkling in the sunshine, like there's actual jewels on it, and
Like a
It just-
bedazzled wizard's hat.
Where at?
Yeah, I'm
on the-
about to say.
it's on the bridge and it's hanging on a limb.
Oh, okay.
How far away is it? Like within a sight's reach?
No, it's not within
Okay.
your sight reach, but you can see it in the distance. I'm just saying that it sticks out because it's really colorful.
Ah,
It's in a
See-
mage hand's reach.
I was just about to ask.
You want
See,
to mage
let's-
hand it?
Yeah, I got it. Ah, there
Okay.
it is.
I'll go ahead and let you mage hand grab the hat.
And it triggers his trap card. The bridge.
You're about to
falls
say,
apart.
am I having a fucking stroke right now? Lance actually gave me something.
Lance gave you something. I'm being nice to you.
Oh! It turns out it was a mimic and it eats your head.
It's all just a dream.
Yeah, Lance, that was a joke. Okay, that was a joke.
Go give him ideas.
Okay, you get the hat in your hands, and you can tell it has magical properties, right? It doesn't feel like it's negative or anything like that,
Okay,
but
that's a good start.
depending on what you want to do with it.
See, Lance, the fact that you just cut off right there, just like, yeah, I mean, it's whatever you want to do with it, man. You know, if you
As a
want to put
player,
it
yeah.
on,
What do you
Yeah,
want
As
me
a
to
player,
say
I'm
to
saying
you?
don't put the hat on. But as Othello, Othello's just he's looking at other things. But
I mean,
me, Josh, as a player, I'm like, please don't put that hat on.
it depends. If you put on the hat, do you want to be like a Hufflepuff or?
Oh,
mean,
do you wanna-
yeah.
I mean, you know, I'm obviously a janitorial supply closet guy, so um, hmm.
Would Mal look good in a hat?
I'm hmm. Let me So you said that there's oh, I can sense magic, but I can't sense if it's good or bad magic. Yeah, I don't really got.
And can we talk about this at camp instead of in the middle
Yeah,
of a
sure.
because I'd rather you not put it on and then die and then the wand
And then not
falls
be able to finish getting across the
into,
bridge.
yeah, because he dies and the wand falls in the river.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, so y'all head back.
Well, we head across.
Oh, y'all go ahead and finish going across.
Yeah.
Yeah, finish repairing the bridge, get across.
Okay, you get about halfway across the bridge. When you come up to the area where you found the hat, you notice that there is a lot of splattered blood that's been dried, and it's all over everything right there. And you're like, whoa, this looks a little bit dangerous. You also happen to see a few bones that are also strung across the wood. And you can see like some of them fell down between the trees and stuff. You see bones and stuff. When you get up to the point of the hat, another off in the distance a little bit further, you see a spear sticking in one of the trees, but it's also surrounded by bones. And you see a dead soldier next to it. He has a helmet on, chainmail, but he's obviously a skeleton.
Oh, a skeleton, a dead thing. I forgot.
That is exactly my
That's my
forte.
cue.
Yeah.
Join the
Pierce,
army.
Pierce, put the hat on.
No.
uh,
I'll hold on to it, but I won't put it on.
Nah, I'll yeah, I'll mage hand it, but I'll keep the mage hand like away from us because I was even wondering like why is the bridge not safe to cross if it looks pretty sturdy? And so then turns out that there's a hat in the middle with a bunch of blood all around it. Little concerned.
Exactly. Well, the hat could be evil.
Does the hat have blood on it?
Oh no, it's
Did
clean.
it lick itself clean of all the blood on it?
Oh, it's a
Only
hat.
one way to find out.
You put it on, and it's psychotic.
Yeah. You know what? I'll use mage hand to pick it up and keep it sort of away, like over the river, just in case just in case my joke turned out to be real and it is like a mimic or something. See, Lance, the smile. That's the concerning part. You have like the small, knowing smile.
I say we just ignore it and finish our way across.
No.
We're alone.
So you're gonna dip the hat in the water with your mage hand?
No. I'm going to pick it up and then like hover it over the water with the mage hand away from us in case it's like starts like trying to bite. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
this
That's what I'm doing.
spear, is it like a primitive looking spear?
No, actually, it's super fancy. The handle looks like it's made out of glass, so it's see through, right? And
I'll take it.
the blade and the stabbing point at the end are both gold, and it looks really nice. So you grab the spear.
Yeah.
When you grab the spear, you feel an electrical charge go through you, and your hairs start standing up all over your body, right? And it just feels like there's a light electricity going through the spear, but you don't know what it does exactly.
Well, this is magic. Or it's scary.
I mean, isn't magic scary?
Yes. Here, I'll hand it to malediction. Do you get anything out of this? I got a
So I
tingling
thought, so Mal's out there with y'all on the bridge as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought we were
I
all
thought they were
going.
saying, oh, so everybody is going, or Josh
Yeah.
No,
stay back with Bacon?
Yeah, I'm waiting
he's
with the
waiting
wagon.
for us to get it repaired.
Yeah,
so
because
we
I
can
don't
get
want
the
this thing
wagon
to
across.
fall apart with
Okay.
the weight.
All right. Right. So you hand the spear to Malediction.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely not It doesn't look like an optimal weapon, considering what it's made out of.
Are you going to try to guess what it is, Mel?
Is there any writing on it or anything that kind of gives a hint as to its properties?
You don't see any writing on it, but you do see uh, lightning bolts on some of the thing. And like I said, whenever you grab a hold of the spear, you do feel an electrical charge come from it, right? So you assume that it's some type of electricity weapon.
Where it was stuck in the tree, is there any like charring or any kind of what would have been an electrical surge from where it hit?
Um, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I'll say that it was being used when it was stuck into the tree, and that the limb that it was stuck in, you can tell has been burned by electricity.
Okay.
Really quick, give me 1 sec. My daughter came out. She's got to use the restroom. I'm going to help her real fast.
It's all good.
Give me 1 sec.
Yeah, Lance, another pause.
Well,
Yeah,
you
Phil
know,
was just like, "Is everything all right?" And I'm just yelling from the other side.
People died on this bridge.
Great.
And
As I'm
they
We
like
have
just
a
looking
suspect
around,
hat
even
and a suspect spear.
Yeah. And it doesn't look like they were weak individuals, at least judging from their gear.
Lance, is the river like rushing? Is it just kind of like a gentle river despite its size, or is it, like what's the, I guess,
the
general
river's
state?
the river's rushing pretty hard, but it's kind of like the bridge is kind of like acting as a dam at the same time. So it's not as pushing so hard at the other, but you can tell water's getting through.
Yeah.
When you do yell at them, Josh,
Oh,
what did you say?
yeah. I just said, "Are you guys all right?"
Josh yells at you. He's like, "Are you guys okay?" You know, and you're like, "Yeah, we're good." And then all of a sudden, the whole bridge under you shakes real bad, and everybody that's on there has to roll reflex.
Oh,
But I'm in heavy armor.
Noted.
Noted.
No,
I'll have
heavy
to wait
armor
till
doesn't mean nothing to me.
we'll have to wait till Mike gets back, but then we'll hit it up.
Alright. Do you want me to keep this roll or re-roll?
For what? What are you rolling for?
The
Re-roll.
reflex?
Oh, okay. What'd you roll?
Natural 20.
You did? Okay. Well, if you want
Yeah.
it, I told y'all to roll, so you can roll.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, because
Mike,
I
I'm gonna.
do.
Well, actually, all right. Well, I'll let you keep that, Frank. But anybody else hasn't rolled, I'm roll. Mike, what happened is y'all get about halfway across the bridge. You got Jared checking out the spear, and Josh yells across the bridge, across the water to y'all. He's like, "Are you okay?" You know, and uh, which one of y'all yelled back to him? Was it malediction or Frank?
Yeah, that's why I was hollering back. Said,
Yeah.
Yeah.
"Yeah, we're good. We just have some suspect items."
He's like, "Yeah, we're good. We just have some suspect items." And right when he's yelling back, the entire bridge underneath y'all shakes and shifts. Right? You have to roll a reflex check to not fall in the water.
Now,
Reflex. Hell yeah.
yeah. I did get a nat 20, but I do have negatives.
I got 25 altogether.
Okay. Good deal. Good deal. You didn't hit the ground. What'd you get, Jared, one more time?
I got a 20 altogether.
Good deal. Okay. None of y'all hit the water. Josh, it kind of scares you seeing it like that. And you see Josh, like, right after he does it, he kind of covers his mouth because he sees the whole thing shakes. Y'all manage not to actually fall down. You all grab stuff that's close to you before you hit the ground, right? But as you sit there and you're holding on to something, you see something take off from under the bridge in the water, and you see the big V like going out because you can see it coming out of the water, and then you see it turn in the distance, and it's starting to head back towards the bridge. And the V is so huge, like it is insanely big.
Give me the spear and get off the bridge.
Get off the bridge. Frank's like, where are you? I'll just stay right here. Okay, so is there anything y'all want to prep before he emerges from the water?
So I'm going to charge up for a lightning bolt. I'm going to aim right towards the head of that V.
Okay.
Hexor, put on the hat. Your superpowers.
Are you going to wait till it emerges, Jared? Or are you going
Yeah.
to go for it? Okay.
Yeah, if it
Um,
looks
Yeah,
like it's going to be popping up.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I'm doing. As soon as it emerges, I'm just gonna hit it with the might of Zeus and then roll a 2.
okay.
Yeah, and
Is there
I'll
anything you
definitely
want
pull
to?
out
Okay, getting the bow ready.
I'll pull out my bow and just notch an arrow and get ready.
Mike, what would you like to do before he gets there?
I am going to grab one of my many skulls out of my bag
Mhm.
and prep a spell called Urzabe's Skull Bomb.
Hey, get him, Jimmy.
Nice. All right.
He has
The
all their
creature,
names.
the V comes all the way up to the bridge, right? And it just stops and dissipates, and all of you are sitting there ready with your freaking stuff, right? And you're all ready. But then, right then, as you see the V go under, you're like, huh? Malediction goes to turn around because he can already tell that it's going under the bridge, and it busts out of the water behind y'all. But since you're all ready, I will go ahead and let you get the first attacks on it. You can't tell what it is yet because so much water's coming out with it. But go ahead and give me strikes and damage.
Okay. When I throw this thing, I'm throwing it like it is a lightning bolt.
Okay.
Because I don't know how to activate its magic or anything like that. But maybe that works. Is my intent. My intent is to hit it with the fury of a thunderstorm.
So you think about a storm as you're using it and
Yeah,
everything?
pretty much. Because I'm thinking about stories in my mind, that type of stuff. I don't know
Mhm.
what this thing does, but I feel like if it's magic, I need to use it with the intent befitting the weapon. And if it looks like a glorious weapon, then it needs glorious intent. I'm just punching through it as I throw.
All right. 1 second. I gotta get all this ready. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say that y'all are going to get a surprise attack on the creature as it's coming out of the water. Even though it tried to double up, I'll say that y'all recognized that it was going under the bridge, and you turned around right at the right time, ready to fire on it.
Do we get
But
is this a full round action or just do we get one standard action?
I was going to give a standard action.
Okay, just a standard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get him, Bacon!
Okay. So I'll just go through the list. Frank, you were saying you're planning on throwing the spear at the beast.
Yeah. I
Okay.
rolled a 14, so I hit AC 26 total.
Okay. That is a hit. Okay. Go ahead and so it does a D8 plus 1d6 plus 3. So whatever your D8 is plus your strength. Or do you have to be proficient in a weapon to get a strength modifier? on 3.5?
No.
Well,
Unless-
like, is
Not
it a simple
proficient, but
weapon or?
it's a spear.
Because like,
Yeah.
okay, so like, I think
I'm-
all of us are good. Well, I don't know about Pexor, but the rest of us are good with simple weapons.
Okay. All right. Just go ahead and do a D8 plus your strength plus a D6 plus 3.
So the D8 plus my strength, so 6 plus 5 is 11. And then the D6 plus 3 is maxed, so 6 plus 3 is 9. So 20 total damage.
Good deal. Right.
And I'll will it back to my hand. No,
That
I'm
does
just
not work.
joking.
But
Dang it.
okay,
One
Jared,
could
what were you doing?
So lightning bolt. So it needs to do a reflex save.
Fail.
Okay. Then it takes 30 points of lightning damage.
Nice.
Yeah. I was trying to do something cool here, and you're just like, spell.
Okay. Michael, you?
All right. So I do it. So I do a D4 of damage, and it's slowed for 1d4. But if it does it has a will save, and if it saves, it negates the slowing, but not the damage. So I hurl a skull, and I go, "Eat this!" And then I fire a green bolt. Excuse me. And so it takes 3 damage,
Okay.
and well, let's see if the will save passes because I don't even.
I did roll an 18 on it. So yeah, I
Oh
did
yeah.
pass that
Okay.
one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was
My,
fun. That was
hey,
fun.
no. It's a good try, brother. Sometimes they fail. He just failed to
Yeah.
save on his last one. It does happen. Um but you so it didn't slow him but did 3 damage.
Yes.
And that kills him.
And
Yeah.
Josh, what were you doing for this round?
I'm gonna do a mini shot.
Okay.
Let's see here. That's a total of 21 to hit.
All right. Being that you have a flank side of the beast, the side of the beast, I'll give you a +2. I will let that hit.
Okay. Is this considered an animal?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
You don't.
that's his hated enemy.
Well, you don't know yet, but you assume it's
Well,
an animal.
it's purposes for because as a ranger I get a damage bonus against animals.
Oh, okay, good.
That's my favorite enemy.
Jeez.
So.
All right.
So that's the first damage roll is 9, and then the
Nice.
second one is just 3.
That's good enough. Dang, that's some serious damage in the
Yeah.
opening round. Dear God.
You pop out of that water again. I dare. Well, if you do, give me back my spear.
As it pops out of the water and it comes to land on top of the bridge and attack y'all, you realize that it's a giant beaver.
Oh, gee.
Hexor, just explain to him that you were helping him make his dam better.
Pexor,
Ski.
Pexor,
Chipper.
you actually remember people speak of this beaver from when you were a kid, and they called him the Lord of the River. And no one would come by this area. You remember now when you're a kid, like, oh, that's why we didn't go this direction. The giant fucking beaver.
Oh
And
shit, guys! How could I forget about Beaver? I was a teenager.
but it's so crazy because you remember seeing pictures of him like tearing apart elven teams and stuff, brigades or whatever. And you remember seeing pictures of him, and he was kind of like a horror thing when you were younger. But yeah, you finally get to see him in the flesh. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh, that's
I was
not good.
all expecting like some sort of dinosaur or crocodile or
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Beaver
it's a
surprised me.
beaver.
It really surprised my dude. I go on
21.
I go on 6.
The Lord of the
Ooh,
River.
Yeah, I rolled a 4, so
Yeah, yeah. Wait a minute, a beaver? That's how it kills it. That's how it kills people. No one expects a beaver to come
Right.
out of it.
Yeah, y'all keep laughing about Beaver until he starts attacking you.
I'm not laughing at it. Listen, I know he goes first, so
How'd you know how high I rolled on this freaking thing?
because I got a 6, so it could have got me.
Okay. So, man, I gotta get a pencil. I've been writing stuff on my phone, and I don't have a pencil. I'm not ready. Okay, I gotta go get one of these. All right.
How do we fight a beaver?
You punch it in the nose. No, that's a shark. Damn.
Yeah. Dude.
You punch it in the damn. Oh
Avoid
no.
the tail and teeth. Like I don't.
Beavers have no weaknesses. Not when they're this big.
The apex predator. all along.
This
Maybe.
is when we need like the giant like swords and everything that we've fashioned from our previous
Yeah,
kills.
be the
Did
monster
y'all
hunter.
did y'all look up weaknesses for beavers while I was getting that?
They don't
Yeah,
have any.
Google came back no search.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't catch them on fire because they're wet.
Okay. Do I have any initiatives that are above 20?
21.
21.
Okay. Got
I got a 6.
Pex
Or
and Jared.
4. I got a 4. Pierce got 6.
Make
Jared
sure
and Pexor both got 21.
Make-
Yep.
Y'all roll off for me real quick.
make sure this bridge don't break.
18.
6.
Okay.
Sucks, doesn't it?
And then next is Mr. Beaver,
Keep it
and
short.
which he rolled a 20 on his. I was proud of him. At least he wasted on that. I would hate for him to roll 20 on one of y'all. Anyway, freaking. So then it was Josh and then Frank.
No, I got 4. I'm going last, pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
With a total of 4.
There's only so much the
Yes.
normal man can do.
Yeah, I am the normal man now for real, especially with your magic blade. So
Wait. But it's a beaver.
Um,
It's a normal animal.
Mal.
right? Yeah.
Mal, I'd like to describe this to you. As the thing's busting out of the water and y'all let go of all your magic stuff on it and everything, it kind of scares you at the size of this thing's mouth and its teeth. And when you realize what it is, and literally for a second, you're like, what the fuck? And you let go whatever you got planned to let go upon him, whatever you want to do.
Teleport.
All right.
He runs away.
Teleport.
See ya.
Baleful teleport. I teleported 300 feet in the sky.
That's exactly how tall it is, Jared. Thanks.
God. All right. Well, I'm just going to unleash a lesser orb of cold on this thing. See if I can make its muscles cramp.
Okay.
All right. That's
No save on
what's
these.
no, it's because I rolled to attack, so I have a touch AC of 14. I hope it is not dexterous.
It does
Um,
backflips. It's trained by martial art.
Right.
I will say, like, I'll give that to you. Go ahead. It's right on it. Go ahead.
Okay. That was kind of worrisome. That was a rather low roll.
You were so shocked you missed it.
Right, yeah.
I didn't give him a
All
flat
right.
foot dex AC, but I'm going to say it's like 10 lower than his other one. So I'm going to give him a flat foot of 14, and he has a natural AC of 24.
I'm sure like a lot of that is natural armor, but
He'd
yeah.
make a fur cloak fit for a king.
All right, so that is 28 damage.
Nice.
362 more to go.
Right, yeah.
All right. You blast the cold at the horrible beaver mouth screaming in your face.
And then I'm going to move away from my compatriots to try and, like, you know, either it'll turn its attention on me or, like, I'll be able to catch it off guard from the side or something. But
you're not running away totally, right? So
no,
everyone getting
Like I'm moving like
defensively backing
15
off.
feet. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. I would hate for him to eat you up.
Turn into a ring and
That's how
And
you
then
do it right there.
Then he falls through the cracks in the
right.
bridge.
He'll pass
And
me in
then
a few
some
months.
hobbit like finds me later and then like kills his friend over me and
Yeah, and then that all begins, right? Yeah. This whole time, Sauron had boobs.
Yeah. You couldn't tell underneath all that armor.
Yeah. Okay. So back to it. Pexor is your go, bro.
Okay. Well, don't really have a lot, but
Necromancy doesn't work against a giant beaver.
it doesn't work against the living, turns out. I will cast
not until he gets 4th level spells.
pretty much. I'll cast Black Sand.
Okay.
Don't you need sand for that?
I think it needs to be Earth, at least, because he's in the water. I don't know if you can cast Black Sand on water, but if you can, you can. I'm
It
not here to stop
creates
you.
an area of black sand.
Ooh,
So,
nice.
Y'all,
Wouldn't
shut
that
up.
get washed away in the raging torrents?
It's in a cone, bro.
I mean, we're on the trees right now, right?
Also, like, shut up. You're my ally. Oh my god.
We want
Are
this
you
to
sure?
happen.
Read Newton's third law. You can't swing it so damn hard. Shut up. Jesus Christ. So, all right. It has a reflex save.
Okay. Passed. 16.
Huh?
His roll 16. It passed. Man, I'm
Oh,
sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be saving on you, Mike.
It's all right. You know, I noticed that fucking doesn't pass anybody else's, but you know, it's cool.
That's why it's breaking my heart, Mike. Keep on,
No.
keep on.
It seems like you can't break what you don't have, but that's all right. That's all right.
true. You try to
Alright.
cast
With
it
the
and
magic
realize.
missile.
Yeah.
You try
Oh,
to
I
cast
blew a
it.
fucking skull up next to it. Wow, good job.
He's got magical beaver powers as well.
Yeah.
Magical beaver powers.
what you
He
get.
doesn't have magical defy physics powers.
That's what you get for casting sand in water.
You're right. How dare I?
Wow, so
How dare I try
has
to?
no effect on him whatsoever if he passes?
Yeah, he gets out of the way.
Damn.
That's one of the big problems with necromancy spells is like it's an all or nothing type deal. Like,
well, I would have loved it for him to fail, Mike. You know, I was rooting for you.
Nah, it's all right. You know.
Okay.
Maybe
Beaver
fix
time.
some die.
Beaver's turn.
So, Frank 1, 2, Jared 3, 4, Mike 5, 6.
But I didn't hit him yet.
Doesn't matter. You're there.
Oh man.
It's on
you didn't
Jared.
get him yet.
Jared, what's your AC?
20.
Unless you're in ring form.
Okay. First one. 18. Yep. Okay. That's a pretty good roll. All right. Yeah, he might use that one right off the bat. I don't know. Shit. Is anybody next to you, Jared?
No, that's the whole reason why I was
Yeah.
skirting a little ways away, is to kind of one, draw its attention to me, because like it's easier for me to tank hits.
Well, it totally worked. As you're backing away from it, it notices you backing away, and he flips around and he goes to tail slap you.
Oh
Right?
God.
And he does. Where's the detail? There we go.
Did you
5, 6, plus 6 be 12, plus 5, 17 points of damage.
You picked the adamantine body, right, Jared?
No, I'm mithril.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead and make a reflex save, Jared. Stay on your feet.
All right, that is a 20.
Oh, you got it. All right. His tail does cover a pretty wide area, so you could tell whenever he attacked with it, anybody that was looking, that anybody that's close together, he could probably get up to 3 people with one slap.
I stand next to Pexor.
All right, Pierce, it is your turn. The beaver is attacking Jared. He kind of turns to the sideways, and he's not even looking at you at this time.
Well, I have a sword and a
Okay.
shield. I don't know what all I could do right now.
Well, he's on the side of, he's hanging on to the side of the bridge, right? And he just turned sideways and slapped Jared down with his tail.
So I'm gonna take my shield out, but I'm gonna run towards Malediction. I'll yell to you, turn into a ring, and I'll throw you on the shore. Then you can turn back and cast spells.
What? No.
You're getting smacked when you get off this bridge. We need to get off this bridge. I'll go and I'll face him and I'll try to draw his attention. The beavers.
You guys get off the bridge then.
All right, Frank, I'm
What?
going to say
I
that
got
that's all the
water in my
conversation.
ears.
Just for the round, I'm saying that's all the conversation you
yeah.
can have during the round. Is there anything else you want to do? Because I think speaking to him and moving, that would be your move action. So you'd still have a standard action.
I'm readying because I have my shield out, so I'm ready for a defense.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and save your attack.
Pretty much.
Okay, Othello, it's your go.
Okay. I think I'm going to look this real quick. I guess I'll move a little bit closer, so I'm within 30 feet. If I'm able to, can I get within 30 feet of him?
Yes, you want to.
Yeah, I'll do that, and I'll kind of. No, yeah, I'll just get within 30 feet, and then another mini shot.
Okay.
Standard action. Oh, that's just a total of 20.
Okay. Even with the plus, that would be a miss.
Here.
He's got 24. I'd give you a +2 for
Well,
flanking.
actually, it'd be 21, and then with the +2, it'd be 23. So one short.
Well, what I'll say is he is moving around sporadically and everything, and I'll say that that's towards the end of his tail attack, and that he's moving again, and that your arrows just barely missed him. Like they literally scraped his hair as they shot past him. Mal, you're up next.
All right.
Josh,
it looks like
you
he's
were
going
done,
to be,
right?
Yeah, that was it. That was my
Okay.
move and
Okay.
standard action.
Right.
Man, it looks like he's going to be mostly a melee. Shoot. I'm going to do a. God, you guys are still on the bridge though. Okay, so I'm going to cast Ring of Blades and then continue to kind of keep him in between me and the others. So he kind of keeps his attention towards me so that they can get off the bridge.
Okay. Does he have to save versus or on Ring
No,
of
when he
Blades?
attacks me, whether he hits me or not, when he attacks me with a melee attack,
Yeah.
he'll take 1d6 plus 6 points of no, 9 plus 9 points of damage. 1d6 plus 9 points of damage.
Okay. Hexor, you're up next, brother.
Well, you know, we'll just probably avoid or do something. So,
Oh no, I
uh,
mean, dude, hey, spells are awesome. Just because he saved a few times doesn't mean he's going to save on the next one. Like I passed 2 of them, I'm pretty sure the odds are pretty slim that I'd pass 3 of them. It's
so,
whatever you want to do, brother.
well, what's happening right now? Did I miss something? Well, I had to go check on something. Sorry.
Josh officially has walked out onto the bridge to fire some shots at him. Jared is trying to lead him in the other direction away from y'all so y'all can get off the bridge, right? He's casted some type of blade ring that's put swirling blades around him so he can't be attacked so easily by it. And Frank has also chose not to leave the bridge, but he's standing on there, and you can tell he's readying his attack too for the beaver as well. Josh fired 3 shots at him, but all of them just barely missed him and scraped his hair. But he was moving as Josh was firing at him.
Okay. You know what? Since it seems like we're trying to get this thing sort of distracted, I will use a spell called Dyphon's Violent Flashback. Instantaneous. Cause a creature within short range to have violent series of flashbacks, creating an instantaneous distraction. Subject to the spell must make a will save or be overtaken by horrible flashbacks that cause him to waste a turn.
Okay. All right. I rolled a 3 on that one, so that's good.
So
Okay.
he
So
is
he just doesn't
sort
get
of
this turn.
stunned. Yeah, he doesn't get his turn. He's sort of just kind of like he's got this Vietnam 1,000-yard stare distant or a 1,000-yard stare
As
Vietnam
as
flashback.
as It's so crazy because freaking you see Pexor throwing out all these spells, and he gets pissed off more each time, right? And this last time he's like, motherfucker, and he casts a spell, and sure enough, it takes over the beast. You see its eyes go white, and it looks back and it starts screaming in the sky and shaking, right? um what it is I will give um well, no, does it cause attack of opportunities?
It just says it
Can
loses
attack
its
from
turn.
around? Okay. uh and the thing starts screaming. Pierce, you realize that the beast is has been temporarily, like, it's not paying attention to what's going on. You assume it's in a weakened state, and it's
Is
your
its
go.
neck open? Is its neck open? Did it lift its head up to scream?
I'll say if it's next exposed. Got a 66% chance. Hot 3, so yes, it is.
All right, so I'll take that opportunity to wrap my blade in the souls of my ancestors and just slit its throat as I'm running by towards Pexor.
Okay.
So I'm only gonna get my 1 attack on it, because normally I'd get 2, but I'm just gonna spend the time to get the 1 slash, aiming specifically for the throat. Just trying to open up its throat as much as I can as I go.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
All right.
Depending on whether or not you'll kill him with it, depends on the damage, the stun, and how many hit points he has
Right.
left.
Well, I rolled a natural 18, so I hit AC, and it's a masterwork, 32.
That's fine. Go ahead.
And then with the -4 I hit AC 28. So the damage is, I need another dice. 6 and 4, so 10 and 12. Only 17. I did 17 as a slash. The blade, it's wrapped around. I've wrapped it to my crown, because what the blade will do once it's ignited, I can attach it to my hands, my feet, or my crown, my head.
Yeah. Okay.
And I have attached it to my crown, which doesn't give me. It just means that in battle right now, I can't be flanked.
Okay. All right. So, what damage did you dish out?
I did 19 total,
Not bad. All right.
but it's just the one slash, because I'm gonna go to Pexor and essentially just kind of like pick him up if I can as I'm running towards the bridge, or
Wee.
off the bridge.
My hero.
So you're gonna run to the point where your back would be facing him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. But he still lost all actions this round, so he can't get an attack of opportunity on you. Uh, that'd be a good time to do that. So you go ahead and you grab Pexor and you start running with him after you slice him. You notice when you go to slice his throat, right, that your blade didn't pierce all the layers of his skin,
All
right?
the fat and all
All the
that.
fat and the layers, and you did open him up, and he is bleeding, but you
But
didn't
it's
get to
not.
cut the jugular. And are you going? He's going to go ahead and go to try to grab you, Pexor. Do you want to resist at all?
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Puppy.
it's not rough. It's
Upsy.
like
Yeah.
it's like one arm, he's like, I'm like holding a kid over my shoulder type of thing.
Okay, Josh,
That won't
it's
work.
your go.
Okay, so it looks like we're making off this bridge. I'm just gonna fire just a regular shot, no mini shot or anything, just as a standard action. Oh yeah, that's a 13. That's not gonna hit. So I'll do that, and then with my move, I'll just move off the bridge.
Okay.
And that's all I got.
All right. You go ahead and you move off the bridge. Mel, it's your turn now. Or Jared, your turn.
Yeah. So with them getting out of the way, that's when I'm going to use Stinking Cloud, and I will just cover this bridge with that nauseating gas.
Okay. Awesome.
So it will have to make a Fortitude save of DC 18.
Wow, that's high. Holy shit. That was a 20.
Oh,
He is pissed.
They
well, every
say
round he stays in it, he has to roll it. So
Okay. Oh no, that's good. That's good. Um, Pexor, you're being carried away by your hero.
yeah. His arms hopefully should still be free, but
In
I have to be
case,
100% honest. I don't really know what to do in this situation. Never really been in this situation.
well, fighting beavers.
There's
This
a there's
first,
a
this
joke.
first, this first time I've ever had a beaver boss. I'm excited. because I play a lot of Donkey Kong.
We should have just swam across. It would have been easier.
I don't think you want to
Um,
fight. I don't think you want to fight him in the
yeah.
water, Frank.
Right, yeah.
Why is
Burp.
this beaver? Why is this beaver so pissed off?
If he rolls a 20 on one of y'all, you're gonna find that out.
Yeah, I actually have no idea. So we're like, so we're running to the side
You're
back
running.
where we started.
Yeah, you're running back to Josh.
Well, I don't even know, man.
Frank,
I
we need
thought-
to get you a ranged weapon.
I had one. It's in the beaver. Yeah, do
No, I mean like a bow and arrow or a crossbow or something like.
the last time we were in the city, we were attacked by were sharks in a ship.
Yeah.
Because the other
Does that
place
mean
we
you worry about going to cities? We're
No.
about to go to Elvin. We're about to go to Elvin Town. I bet we can find someone to make you a really nice bow.
I mean, shoot, you know.
That'd be nice. If you could do me a favor though, and get that spear back, I'd be happy.
Hey, I left that magical spear.
You know, where is the magical spear? Is it like in its side or like?
I'm assuming it's still stuck into it because I hit it pretty dang hard.
I would say it's in the upper arm area.
Okay.
So, okay, got an idea, but I want to know.
Don't miss and hit me.
No, this is. I'm
Don't-
gonna try to get the
Don't
spear
use
back.
fire and
Okay.
set my cloud on fire.
So,
St. Cloud's flammable, dude.
I don't know, but
I mean,
It is a
if
gas,
it's
right? I
methane,
mean,
if it's methane, then maybe I don't know. But go ahead.
You could determine.
I don't know
that.
what makes it up. I know if he fails
Okay,
his save,
so-
he's nauseated. So
all right. There's a spell that I have called Spectral Hand.
Yeah. You're
I
gonna
don't
try.
really see if it can if it's affected by essentially can I summon this, go be like, hey, pull that spear out, and then bring it back.
I thought spectral hand delivered touch attacks.
Well, that was the thing.
Yeah.
That was what I was asking.
Oh, yeah.
Like, is that a feasible
unfortunately
alternative?
not. No, so you'd have to have like one of the Bigsby spells to be able to like grab a hold of something. Spectral Hand allows you to deliver touch, so you could deliver like I don't know if you have like chill touch. You're able to deliver chill touch or vampiric touch or things like that through it without actually having to be right next to whatever you're attacking.
Yeah. So any touch spells that you have, you'll be able to do at distance with spectral hand. That's what we're saying.
Well, but now see, here's the thing. Probably going to be at the other side of that bridge whenever by the time that because I have to cast it, then wait a whole other turn. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's
I
probably
mean-
not a bad thing to have going if you're going to need it. Maybe.
All right, then sure. I'll summon me a spectral hand.
So as he's running, sure enough, you see this purple skeletal hand appear next to Pierce and Pexor, and you can tell he's summing it up. And
It's actually just flipping him off.
Me and the
Correct.
beaver.
Somehow both.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's one of those paintings where the eyes are always looking at you.
sorry, Jared, I rolled a 3, so he's going for you. But I think you wanted his attention anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What's your AC?
So 21 now.
I'm sorry,
And being
man.
that he attacked me.
I'm so sorry, dude.
That's all right. It takes 14 points of damage. So
Oh yeah, okay. I'll go ahead and take that off right now. Might make you feel better.
You feel it as we pick up parts of you.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, I'll have another head I can put into my collection.
This one can continue to talk to you though.
It's not death, but he did possibly remove a limb with his bite.
But then he realized.
Is it doing a critical?
Yeah, well, I rolled a 20 on it, and I rolled the severity right, and it wasn't death, but it was like right underneath it, so it is the loss of a limb.
I rolled a 20 on my fortification.
Oh, it prevents critical
Prevents
attacks against
critical.
you.
Yeah.
Nice, good job. Okay, thank you for stopping me because I was about to feel bad. I want to see what he would have
Thank
took
you,
off.
Dice. Thank you, Dice. God.
I'm not even joking. He rolled a 12 for the head, dude. He rolled a 12 for the head. I just rolled a 12 for it just to see what I would have rolled, man.
Oh, I'm in
So
his mouth, huh?
So
okay, so
next part, you want to see what?
he bites. He goes to bite Jared's upper torso, right? He doesn't land exactly on the head or take the head off, but he does bite his upper torso really hard. You hear the clink and shifting of Jared's plates as that beaver mouth wraps around his hard steel plates, you know. But let me do damage real quick. So it takes away all critical bonuses. They still don't get critical damage, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
For this attack, I'm treated as a construct.
He only did 23 damage. So
Ow. that hurts.
Only.
It
How many
does
hit points
hurt,
are you
but like I'm still good.
yeah. All right, and now we've got Pierce. Yeah, you're still running away with Pexor. But I'm going to say you're reaching the edge of the bridge by now. As you reach the bridge and you turn around and you look, you see that Mal is still at center bridge and he hasn't moved.
Oh,
And you turn around and you look and you see the beaver like on top of him. And it looks ferocious too. There's like drool coming out, the thing's chewing on him.
I'll have to take a bath after this.
gosh dang it. The noble in me. I
Then-
put him down. I turn around and I'm hauling ass.
Hauling ass back. Okay,
Yeah, pretty much.
Pexor.
Just roll high
oh,
on
no,
your fortitude saves then.
Oh yeah, it's stinking. Don't worry, I'm a fighter. It's the easiest thing for me.
Did I accidentally do? You haven't had your turn right, Pexor, have you? But you're just on the side of the beach, right? Was you wanting to cast any spells on him?
You know, might as well just throw this one out there. Yeah, I'll do the Grim Reaper's Scythe.
All right. Okay. Does that have to be in touch or anything like that? Can you use your hand to
No,
use it?
it's like a scythe appears in the air and then like almost like slashes down.
Okay. Go ahead and is there a save for it or is there a hit roll to hit?
Did Josh get to go?
I'm last.
I forgot to do Pexor's turn that turn, I think.
No, he
or did I?
cast
No,
Spectral Hand.
yeah, I summoned the hand.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I thought I skipped you, brother. I'm getting tired. Josh,
That's all right.
your go.
Oh, good.
Well, I know
Okay.
what Pexor has lined up now.
Yeah, and I'm last, so it resets after this, so it works out. So
Boy.
seeing that, oh gosh, would I be able to make with one move? Would I be able to make it up to Mal?
You could use all your move and make it to him if you wanted.
Just one movement action?
I'll give it to you. Yeah.
Don't run into the cloud.
Oh, geez, yeah. If there's a cloud, yeah.
Actually, nobody's seen anything. Actually, you can't even see him attacking Mal. All you see
Oh,
is like he jumped into the
Well, no,
crowd.
you can.
Oh,
Like
can
you can see through that. Like it doesn't
Oh,
obscure
okay.
your
It's got a
vision.
green
okay.
tint to it.
But
I
yeah,
just-
there's a slight green tint of fog and everything kind of hanging around the bridge. I'm like,
I was
So when
saying, I was gonna say the beaver jumps in the fog and you just hear Mal start screaming. But go
So-
ahead, Othello.
Okay. Yeah. If there's the fog cloud or the thinking cloud, obviously I'm not gonna run in there.
Well, you can move close enough to where you can definitely shoot the beaver if you want it.
Well, Othello's bonuses are not that great. With an AC 24, he's probably not going to hit. Can I?
Well, you definitely are going to get a +2 to hit him because of flanking. But it's up to you. I'm not saying his AC would be at 23 technically.
+2. Let me see here. +2, and then I get a +1 if I'm within 30 feet. Okay. Gosh. Yeah, I guess I'll just get within range within 30 feet, but out of the cloud. And that'll be my move, and then I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll just do. Do I want to do a mini shot? Hold on, let me look at this real quick. Sorry. I'm trying to do all this math here.
So with the stinking cloud in effect, could I say that when I went back in, could I hold my breath?
Yeah,
Or
you
try
can.
to? Okay, just
Okay, so yeah, I'm
You
just gonna do
can,
a
but
regular shot.
for every round that you're holding your breath, though, right? I'm going to give you an additional -2 on your attacks. So your first round, you go in holding your breath, right? You aren't going to get any negatives. Next round's a -2. Next round's a -4 if the cloud's still around.
yeah.
Well, sorry, Josh. One more time. Sorry.
Actually, do I want to do that? Actually, okay, I'm going to. Can I take my movement and kind of get away from the bridge? Because I was already away from the bridge at the start of my turn. Can I get a little bit ways away, but get closer to the river? And as my standard action, can I start splashing into the water, just to kind of try and create some there's something is in the water to try and draw its attention to me and off of Mal.
Okay.
I need it in the cloud.
Okay. Roll an intelligence check for me, or knowledge. Wilderness would it be?
Oh, okay. Let's see here.
Knowledge nature.
Knowledge nature.
I am better at that than just straight intelligence. Where is knowledge? Nature. Oh, that's a wonderful 9. Total of 9.
Oh,
So I'm
that's
just falling around in the water.
no. It's good enough. No, it's good enough for you to have knowledge. You know that beavers really care about their dams, and you think if you could find some way to either set the dam on fire or do something like that, you'd probably draw his attention. But you know that that's his home and that's what he's number one worried about, and that's why he attacked y'all, because you're on his home, you know. And but you could grab his attention if you started damaging the dam.
Okay, that's my go.
Oh, so you're gonna just try to grab his attention with splashing the water then?
No, with that information, Othello's just gonna. Let's see.
Oh, I
Do I
wasn't
still have
trying
a
to.
standard?
I wasn't trying to
Do I-
discount whatever you want to do. I wasn't trying to
Well,
say it was dumb or nothing.
Do I still have a standard, or was that my standard action to get that knowledge?
No, it wasn't your standard action. I was just seeing if your
Okay.
character would know that.
Okay. All right. Well,
See if he recalls that information.
yeah, I'm gonna run up, think I'm gonna do that, and be like, "This is a stupid idea," and I'll just take a regular shot at it with my standard action.
Okay. I mean, you can still get his attention in the water, possibly. I just wanted you to know that, like, even though you knew you could possibly get his attention with the water, that you also know that damaging his home would get its attention. But go ahead.
Yeah.
You're doing a mini shot?
No, just a regular shot. Just one, because with mini shot I get a negative, So with just a regular shot, my bonus is higher, and I got a total of 25.
Oh, that's a hit. Awesome.
And then damage is a big 5.
That's still damage. What'd you roll on it? Or you didn't get 20, right?
No, it's just a total of 25.
Dang, Josh, you need to get a critical for me. I want you to shoot something right in the eyeball. Okay.
And
So,
it come out the other eyeball.
okay, Mal, you got beaver on your face, and
All right. Well, it's touching me. Well, I'm gonna touch it back.
okay.
So first, it
Sweet
needs to make a
Caroline.
fortitude save.
Oh yeah, the damage. What was the damage from it touching you?
So that was 14.
Nice. Okay. Okay.
And then I need to see if it gets nauseated.
Saving throw versus fortitude.
Yep.
It failed.
All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. As it takes a deep breath while trying to chew on me, it
Okay.
gets suffocated into the clouds. So that is going to make it to where all it can do on its turn is a move action.
Dang.
And that will persist until it gets out of the cloud, and then for 1d4 plus 1 rounds after it has removed itself from the cloud. At that means that I now gain a bonus. So I'm going to use the spell Poison. So now it needs to make another Fortitude save.
Another 10. Another fail.
Sweet. So that is dice, you are playing so dirty tonight. That is 8 points of Constitution damage.
Nice. Oh crap. So I would have to minus that in hit dice, right? So if it's getting any bonus,
Not hit dice. So like whatever its bonus to Constitution is, it will lose.
that level plus.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it'll lose 4 points for every hit dice. Yeah. So it's 4 hit points for every hit dice that it has. That's what it is.
Okay. So nice times 4 be 80. Woohoo! Ow! Damn.
And that also applies a negative to its saving throws to Fortitude as well. So it will just continue to be not good.
Okay.
I'm trying
As
not to breathe, Jared.
Huh?
Don't hurt. I'm trying not to breathe. Don't hurt me.
Jared, the beast goes to definitely run and dive back in the water from you. You get an attack of opportunity.
Ooh, I get bonus damage because it failed against my spell.
Dang it! I don't get to hit it again.
Well, that's not a nat 20, but that is a 28 to hit.
Okay.
Can I use a swift action as well?
Oh,
Or is it just a
I thought it was a
attack
standard
of
action
opportunity?
for attack of opportunity. This is just you already got your standard attacks. So yeah, this is just a bonus
Right.
one for.
Well, so what it is it's a swift action for me to ignite my weapon with
Oh,
Blade of Fire.
that's fine. Go ahead.
Okay.
Is it going to light the cloud?
Uh-oh.
Oh man, I didn't think about
That-
that. That's
that's
up to you as
dependent
to
on-
whether it's actually explosive gas or not. I think it would be kind of busted, but
I don't know.
We could just.
I'll see what happens. 1 second.
That could
Has
be.
has a 98% chance of being flammable.
Lance, please. I'm in the cloud. Don't do this.
I'll
to me.
show it to you. I'll show it to you if you like. It's an Ot 4, so it's super flammable.
Lance,
Everything in the cloud is going to take damage. Saving
I'm
throw
diving into
versus Yeah,
I dive into Lance, please.
you, you're not seeing him ignite the sword. I don't think, right? It's just
No, I'm in the sinking cloud though, so it's gonna blow up.
okay.
Okay, so before we do the cloud damage, my damage with my strike is 14, 17, plus another 3, 20, 22 points of damage
To the
Okay.
beaver.
to the beaver.
I don't even know if that's going to happen. We'll see. Such severity, I had a 94% difference, right? So, uh,
It's just
God.
straight methane. It's
Okay.
just a bomb.
Okay. So,
Future
okay.
uses for stinking cloud now.
Yeah. Remember that exact incantation.
Okay. I'm going to let y'all save reflex for half. So, you have to beat reflex DC 18.
Come on, Lance.
It's
Why
it's
you
a
gotta
big
do?
cloud, man,
Why
and it's an
why you gotta do me?
explosion, man.
Why you gotta do
And
me?
you
All right,
know,
well,
it's
I
not
got a
like you know
20.
it's coming. Okay, what'd you get, Frankie?
16. It's,
16. Okay.
Well, good thing I moved off the bridge to do my
Right,
floating in the
yeah.
water.
I thought I was gonna go save a friend. No.
Well, me
The
too
ex-
for a
the
second,
ex-
but
I'm gonna leave this man to die from now on.
the explosion does 48 points of damage, and if you save for half, and it does 24. It does eviscerate the beaver, like it totally blasts his fucking face off, but it also blows up the bridge, right? And the bridge catch fire, and
I'm sorry,
y'all
Pexor.
y'all get to roll a reflex save to see if you can stay on the bridge if you desire to.
I desire to stay alive. What's the best option, Lance? You tell me.
That probably flung me into the water.
So, how much damage did you have left, Frank?
I was fully healed. It didn't hit me at all. So I have 94 hit points total, and it
Oh no,
did
I mean
40,
it
it
did
did
48.
48. Yeah, so
Okay,
I'm at
so
half.
okay,
What's my reflex save? What's the number I'm going for? Because that's
oh,
really important.
all you gotta do is beat 14, stay on the bridge.
Fuck. All right. I got a 13.
You got 13, so you're not on the bridge.
I'll kill him in the water. It's okay.
Oh no, he died just now.
It's already dead.
Listen,
It,
I
it
don't.
blew the hell up.
I got blown up. I'm off the bridge. I see a beaver in the water.
Okay,
Like I'm point blank, so it just flings me off.
okay, Pexor, you're up next. You just witnessed a giant, glorious explosion to the point where it actually made your character smile a little bit. You seen Frank fall into the water, which actually made you really smile bigger.
Not to say.
and but you notice he's being carried away by the river, and the full force of the river has come now because they just broke the dam with the explosion, right? But Mal, you said you're still on the part of the bridge. You didn't fall off. What'd you roll on your reflex?
That's up to you. So on the reflex, like I had a total of 23, but I am technically at -1. So
Oh,
Oh,
that was
why?
a harder hit than I expected.
Oh, your
his
life is it -1?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
God.
his system's got the
So
hard
that's why I said
restart.
it probably flung me from the bridge,
Okay,
and I'm
yeah.
just like, you're gonna have to,
So
you'll
the
have to dredge
explosion was
me
so
up from
great.
the bottom of the river.
So you seen, I will say that y'all see both of them hit the water, the great explosion. You do witness the beaver get blown into pieces, right? But you notice the guys fly. It is really late, so I'm going to leave it right there.
Oh, wait. So you're just
Wait.
gonna text us.
We're
You're just
24.
gonna
Okay, so we had about 10 to 15 minutes of downtime. We're 24 minutes past 3 hours right now. So right now I'm sitting at about 3 hours and 10 minutes, and it'd just be a good place to call it. I want y'all to at least kill the beaver. I want, and next time we can just have, if they can, save you from the water.
Glorious fashion.
You really did him in. I gotta say.
Yeah.
It was so crazy because you were just talking about how it could be flammable, and you're like, I sparked my sword, and I was like, couldn't that even be flammable? You just because I didn't
forgot
know.
all about that idea.
No, it's beautiful, man. I love the thought of seeing Malediction just fly through the air with a smoke trail just going.
Great. So Jared, let's think up some new characters.
Yeah, 'cause there's the two like okay people
I
on
don't
the
drown.
shore.
You just gotta drag me up and like do some minor repairs.
I'm a big guy. I'm a big guy in heavy armor.
Well, I hope somebody can lift Mal because with a +0 strength, that's probably not going to be me. So
Doesn't Pexor, don't you have like a negative strength?
Yep, -1.
like I said, the two
Hey,
on the shore, the
Pexor,
weaklings,
can't you make a couple of skeletons out of the
I was-
skulls?
Oh, he could. He could have a skeleton go fetch him. Smart. Yeah, that's good. All right.
Depending how
Yeah, it's
intact-
gonna have to
Yeah,
be.
I'm already planning on having to summon like a fucking undead troll or something just to be able to
You
dredge
can-
everybody
you can
out.
see how intact that beaver is.
Well,
You gotta find that spear now.
Yeah, did that spear at least blow off in our direction?
I'll have to roll that later. We'll see.
Okay. It was a nice spear. I like that spear. Really helped.
Mike, you still have that hat if you want to try it on.
I think
Dude.
we'll leave the viewers to something for next time.
Okay.
Does your back door look towards the road?
Yes.
Okay, that explains it. I'm seeing things.
If I said no, what would you have thought? I really want.
Don't go to sleep.
Okay, well, everybody, thanks for tuning in tonight. I hope you had fun. Obviously, we goofed off way more than regular, so I had a good time. We tried to get as much of the game as we could get done. At least y'all killed the Lord of the River. I'm happy about that.
I was gonna say definitely an explosive finale, right? So.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I loved when Jared was like, "I'm gonna spark that flame." I'm like, "But he just told me it could be flammable," and I was like, "Let's do this." I can't believe I rolled a 98 then a 4%.
Right.
How flammable is it? 98%. God. Anyway, that's funny. And it was enough to take Jared -1 hit points. That's hilarious. But thanks everybody for tuning in, and hopefully we'll be able to meet up again soon. But like I said, we're all adults and we don't know when that's going to happen. Could be next week, could be a couple of months. But either way, we're going to still be here for you until we finish the campaign. And I guess I'll see you next time.
Yeah, and you got to come back because you got to see how the cliffhanger ends, right?
See if I
Right.
finish